And we are live back again with the Europa League show, the Conference League and the big boy Europa League. All right. So cheers. I only got water, you know what I'm saying? So, sipping that Poland Spring. How are you, bro? How are you? So you
I'm
made
good.
it. You made it today. You made it.
I did.
All right. Nice to see you back.
Never
You know
miss
what
the
I'm saying?
Europa League and Conference League. Never.
You miss the Champions League though, but
Did.
you know,
Happens.
we missed you, bro. We missed you.
I miss being on it, bro. Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, but I held it down. So
You did.
Yeah. Did you get to watch it? Did you check it out?
I didn't yet, actually. I did not. But
man, I was gonna ask you how did I do, man. You know what I mean? You can't
did
even
fine
tell.
though. That's the thing. I already know deep down in my
So big up to everybody watching the stream. If you're live, thanks for tuning in. If you're watching the replay, oh man, you're the real deal. So what we're gonna do, we are gonna go and we're gonna check out the Europa Conference League results and the Europa League results. Let me just say this. I did not get to watch any Europa Conference League highlights, guys, because guess what? There's 16 matches and I couldn't get through 16 matches and watch 16 matches for the Europa League as well. And the Champions League as well. So, and I didn't even get through all the Champions League highlights. I think I actually missed a couple of them. So, look, I guess, if we have a little time, we'll talk a little Champions League today because, you didn't get to actually, give your thoughts on that. But look, without further ado, let's get into this. And the thing is, you were supposed to be there for the Champions League so that we could actually talk Europa League predictions, Steve. But
oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, I made them on my Twitter. Oh,
you did? Okay.
I did.
Okay,
so
okay.
what you could do is you could pull up Twitter on your browser and share it if you want. I don't care.
Okay.
Or I could just I could pull it up on
you could have it. You could have it there to cross-reference. So big up to Roberto Laws in the house who says apple vodka and pine juice in my cup right now. I wish I could have some of that, man. After a long day at work, I wish I could have something like that right about now. So look, for the Conference League, I did make some predictions, but I did not let me see if I get the I didn't actually download the freaking thing that I did. I did something and I didn't download it, so I have to pull that up. I gotta get into that account again and pull that up. I don't know if let me see if I got the all right, so Steve, I got 28 points, bro. I got 28 points. So I'm actually gonna share my screen so you guys could actually see what I got. And we're gonna go through the Conference League results first. So let me just pull this up. And we're gonna go right here and we're gonna check it out. All right. So big up to everybody watching.
Check that out.
Yeah, so cool. You could do that, bro. You could sign in and you could you could check the gaming section and you could actually make your predictions. That's what I did.
So
let me make that a little bigger. So this is what actually happened, man. Let's go back to match day 2 here and the results and so on and so forth. So for the Conference League. To be honest, I don't even know all the results because I didn't check all the Conference League results.
So you will truly be reacting to the results.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though, AZ Alkmaar 4, Vaduz 1. I predicted a 2-0. You see? We'll get into the games just now, but just let's take a look at my prediction, Yeah. I predicted 1-1 between Apollon and Dnipro. Dnipro defeated Apollon 3-1. I said Punic would beat Slovan Bratislava 2-1, and I got that one right. I got 4 points for that. Pretty cool. I didn't get any points for the Zalgiris over Basel because Basel beat Zalgiris. The opposite
I went for
the result.
A Basel win. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I went for you need to do this the next time
I will.
so that we could actually see who gets the most points.
Look at that thing over there. Create a league to challenge your friends.
Okay, I'll see something. I'll check that out. We'll check that out next time. So Gent, I predicted to beat Shamrock Rovers 2-1. They did it 3-0. Djurgården over Molde. I predicted a 2-0 win for Molde, but Djurgården defeated Molde 3-2. I got 1 point for it still. I don't know why I got a point. Maybe because I predicted 2 goals for Molde, why I got a point, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah. I went for Slavia Praha to defeat Balkany 2-0. They did so 3-2. So I got 3 points for that. Sivasspor 1-1 for Cluj. Sivasspor won that game 1-0. Köln to beat Slovácko 2-1. They did it 4-2. Partizan and Nice. I went for Nice win, and it ended in a draw. West Ham to beat Silkeborg 4-0. I went for 4-0. It actually happened to be a 3-2 win. So I didn't do too bad there. Steaua Bucharest and Anderlecht. I went for a win for Anderlecht. It ended in a 0-0 draw. I went for Austria Wien to defeat Lech Poznan. They actually won 4-1. Yeah, I did get 1 point for predicting a goal right. So I went for Villarreal to beat Beer-Sheva 3-1. They did so 2-1. So I got 4 points for that. Didn't get any points for the Istanbul Başakşehir Fiorentina because Fiorentina lost. And I went for a 2-2 draw for Hearts, and RFS where Hearts won the game 2-0. So pretty good stuff there. So what we're gonna do, let's just go over to the fixtures and let's talk about these groups really quick, man. Let's go to groups and see how the groups look and see how they're shaping up. So Steve, Istanbul Başakşehir here, surprisingly on top with 6 points. They're doing well. Hearts second in third with 3 points. RFS with 1 point, and Fiorentina with 1 point. I know you're disappointed with what Fiorentina is doing so far, right?
Yeah, I mean, their coach Vincenzo Italiano after the game said he can't motivate his guys anymore. So that's a bit concerning. And look, they look very, very shaky.
Bro, it's only the Conference League. Why is he overreacting?
No, but it's not just the Conference League. It's also in Serie A. Their form has been all over the place, really. Just inconsistent and messy.
It's still early in the season, though. You know what I'm saying? I think he's overreacting, man. If you go out and you say these things, players react and they don't, react positively. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's just check the games. But before we do, just run through. Istanbul Başakşehir beat Hearts 4-0. The match they won. Fiorentina and RFS played to a 1-1 draw. I think that was a poor result for Fiorentina against, the team from Latvia, right? Where are they from?
Yes.
Latvia, Lichten.
Yeah, Latvia.
Is it Latvia? Okay.
Yeah. Zalgiris are from Lithuania.
Yeah, they were the first Latvian team to qualify for any European competition, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So Istanbul Başakşehir 3, Fiorentina 0. Let's take a look at the scorers. We had Seda Goulet in the 57th and the 71st minute, and Traore in the 90th minute. And, there was a red card here for Fiorentina, and the thing is not loading, so it's taking some time. But let's just pull that up and go back again, and it should load. All right, we got load. So Jonathan Ikone got sent off. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
it was Fiorentina were very sloppy. I believe the second goal from Istanbul Başakşehir, the Fiorentina goalkeeper. It wasn't Dragowski. It was what's his freaking name?
Golini.
Yes, Golini, who used to play for Atalanta and Spurs. He tried to do a keepy uppy, and Serda Güler just took it off him and tapped it in. It was extremely, extremely stupid mistake. And look, Fiorentina don't look right. They really don't. They look very shaky. But we'll see if they can rebound. They got a decent squad. It's just they're not performing right now at all, to be honest. So, but on the flip side of it, this is a Istanbul Başakşehir side in some really good form. I watched them play Monday against Beşiktaş. They went away and beat them 1-0 in a very tightly contested game. Istanbul Başakşehir, one of the informed sides in Europe, actually. They haven't conceded a goal in about 4 or 5 games, I believe. So they're on a roll. They're scoring at least a goal, and they're keeping the other team completely shut out. So
well,
maybe they could possibly win the whole thing. You never know.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's just say they're one of the best Turkish teams in European competition as we speak, but let's not get our hopes too high when it comes to Turkish teams, because they're gonna let you down. So that was Bertrand Traore, the Burkina Faso international, with the late goal there to just rub salt in the wound and put the final nail in Fiorentina's coffin. Big win for Istanbul Başakşehir here, 2-2. And look, big up to my boy Dennis Torok. By the way, he's definitely a player I admire. So look, we're not gonna spend super long on this, Steve, because if we do that, we'll be here all night, and we're gonna keep it moving. We're still in Group A, guys. In terms of the next game, Hearts coming out with the victory, man. I bet they showed a lot of heart in this game, but it's not a team that I know very well. But Shankland in the 43rd from the penalty spot.
Shankland, yeah.
And Forrest in the 93rd. Is this the Forrest that used to play for Celtic?
Nah, a different one.
Oh, it's a different one. Okay.
Different guy, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so RFS not able to repeat what they did on Matchday 1 with that big draw against Fiorentina. Even though I think Fiorentina should have actually won that game, but they weren't clinical at all on the day. But RFS getting a rude awakening against the Scottish team Hearts here, who must be pumped up. I don't know why is UEFA just keep playing these videos, Steve? Why?
I don't know, man.
I don't want to see the videos.
I ain't UEFA, bro.
I don't want to get a copyright strike, because I won't be able to fight it. I can't be like I was doing something on my YouTube. I just went on the page and the thing show, and you give me you copyright my channel for that. So yeah, but look, I don't know too much about any of these teams, to be honest. I'm just showing the Conference League some love, bro, and just getting acquainted with some of these players and some of these teams, and nothing too crazy. You know what I mean? It's just a chill stream. If there's something we could elaborate on, we're gonna elaborate on it. But I'm not gonna stay here and pretend like, I'm a big Hearts fan and I know everything about the team. And you see what I'm saying? But it's a huge win. What's the beauty about these competitions, the Europa League and the Conference League, is to see maybe an underdog story, a Cinderella type story, where Hearts maybe could make a run deep into the competition, right? And maybe one of their players could show up on the radar of another club. Bam, they could make some money, and the club themselves will make money from progressing throughout the competition, So
exactly.
Good win for Hearts. Anything else you have to say about this before we move on, bro?
It's the first win by a Scottish team in the UEFA group stage since Aberdeen in 2007, I believe. So it's been a long time since a Scottish team, other than Celtic or Rangers, have won a UEFA group stage match.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. So
it's been a while. Yeah.
Look, I guess if Steve is in the habit of giving these tidbits, we could definitely pull up some tidbits. We could definitely do that.
Absolutely.
and make the show a little bit more interesting, So if exactly. So if you do want some more info in a Hearts game, I could hit with another one. And look, just to let me see. Yeah, I'm reaching. I'm definitely reaching. They don't have any info on these games like that. I was hoping I could go over to Google and get some insights, but I ain't see no insights for this game, man. They're not investing in the Conference League like that.
Fucking Google, bro.
I know. But look, man, big win for Hearts. They pick up their first points in the group. So in terms of Group A, we got a lot more to go, man. Look, RFS play Istanbul when action returns on Thursday, October the 6th, and Hearts take on Fiorentina. So we're going to move on to Group B, where West Ham has 2 wins in 2. Anderlecht still unbeaten with 4 points. FCSB, Steaua Bucharest with 1 point, and Silkeborg without a point. So on match day 1, let's just review those results. 1-0 Anderlecht over Silkeborg, 3-1 West Ham over Steaua Bucharest. Then yesterday, we had West Ham 3, Silkeborg 2. So it wasn't a walk in the park for West Ham at all. In this game, Kusk in the 5th minute, Lanzini from the penalty spot in the 13th, Gianluca Scamacca showing up on the score sheet once again in the 25th, Craig Dawson fit again in the 38th, and to make a game of it, Tankstead in the 75th, but West Ham did hold on. So you could see the 11 here for West Ham: Maxwell Cornet, Lucas Paqueta, Scamacca, all getting a run out. And, Cresswell fit again, Tilo Kehrer, Areola, the Europa Conference League goalkeeper, So a mixture of regulars and rotation there for West Ham as they play yet another year in the European competition. Last year they did well in the Europa League. This year they're hoping to maybe go on to win the whole Conference League. So look, Silkeborg, I think they put up a good, very, very good effort. Yes. To make a game of it, but in the end, not enough.
Scamacca scored a really nice goal. Yeah, I actually did watch highlights of this game. Both teams had a lot of chances, actually, and they took, a good amount of them. Lanzini, nice penalty, and then Scamacca scored a pretty nice goal, and then Dawson scored a header. But after that, West Ham kind of didn't. From the highlights, it didn't seem like they exactly established complete control of the game, and especially when Silkeborg scored in the 75th minute or whatever it was, they really did risk it of dropping points over in Denmark. So yeah, but good result for West Ham, all things considered.
Indeed, because in the last 5 games, you can see West Ham with only 1 loss, so they're picking up some form there. Yeah. Connor Coventry did get a run out, so youngster did get some game time there as well.
Yeah.
So, look, I expected West Ham to win on the day, and they did so. So, Look, we're going to keep it moving. We're not going to stay forever because we have a lot to do. We have Europa League to talk about as well. So, the next game, we had a 0-0 draw between Anderlecht and Steaua Bucharest. So let's just take a look at, maybe we'll see some faces that we recognize in the lineups and all of that. But did you watch the highlights for this?
Yeah, tons of shots. Yeah, tons of shots for FCSB. Tons and tons of shots, and they actually had less possession. So it was kind of weird. Like they basically, whenever FCSB were on the attack, they got shots off, and Anderlecht were the point. A lot of that possession was completely pointless, to be honest. Very underwhelming from Anderlecht, considering some of the decent names that they have. But away in Romania, it's not always an easy game. So.
Yeah, so Anderlecht, always have a lot of talented players in their squad. And maybe they had more quality on the day, but the Romanians were definitely resolute to shut them out and pick up a point there.
It was FCSB with a ton of shots.
Okay.
But less possession, yeah.
So just to touch on the stats really quick, just to clarify on all of that, to touch on the stats, possession pretty even, 56-54. The Romanians with 26 attacks, 15 total attempts. While for Anderlecht, they had 14 attacks and only 4 attempts at goals. So the Romanians kept them at bay, and I from what I could see, it's a well-deserved point here. So, look, we're gonna keep it moving. Definitely gonna keep it moving. Let's see how things progress in this group. But we know that West Ham and Anderlecht are the favorites to come through, but Silkeborg and FCSB are gonna definitely see what's up. In the next group game, Silkeborg will take on FCSB, and this is a crucial game for one of these teams if they are to progress in the competition. And remember, in the Conference League, I think the first place team goes straight into the round of 16, and the second place team will take on the team coming down from the Europa League, right?
Yes.
I think in the playoff round before the round of 16. I think that's the way it works.
Second place in the Conference League group plays third in the Europa League group. So
big up to Melina once again, man. Appreciate you coming through. You know, appreciate AD coming in again. DeAndre Small, Lego Dude, Pacharo, everybody in here, man. We're just talking a little Europa League, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, big up to Melina, Arsenal fan, coming through for the Europa League action as well. Thank you. So, look. Definitely going to keep it moving. But the West Ham Anderlecht game would be an interesting one too, man. So, you know, the battle of the two, you know, best teams in the group. So, Group C, Villarreal looking to win yet another European competition with Unai Emery. You know, maybe this is his turn to win this competition. Lech Poznan, I think, you know, they're picking up some form there. They surprised me, Steve. They surprised me.
They're surprising me too.
Yeah, Hapoel, Beer-Sheva, and Austria Vienna at the bottom. So
Austria Vienna are crap, though. I've watched a few games of theirs in the Austrian Bundesliga. They're not a great side, really. I'm very underwhelmed by that.
I expected better from them, though, but so Matchday 1, Austria Vienna 0, Hapoel Beer-Sheva 0, Villarreal 4, Lech Poznan 3. Lech Poznan scored a lot of goals, 7 so far in the group. So Lech Poznan 4, Austria Vienna 1. And I did catch the highlights for this one, by the way. You know, I was watching Europa League highlights, and this one slipped through the cracks. Hapoel Beer-Sheva 1 and Villarreal 2. Let's take a look at this.
It slipped through the cracks.
Yep. I thought I was watching Europa League. You know, it's pretty difficult to, you know, to separate the two leagues, you know, but still.
The colors are different.
Yeah, but still, the teams are pretty much similar. Yeah, not really a big disparity from the Europa League and the Conference League teams, though. So, Ishak in the 27th minute, then Branoda in the 29th to the equalizer, but Skoras in the 64th, and Velde in the 76th and 90th minute to, you know, score a spree of goals to give Lech Poznan a huge win. So, you know, congrats to the Polish outfit there. We were discussing how they weren't playing so well this season, and look, guess they're picking up some form, man. Yes, they are. But this was a very open game, as you guys could see. 30 attacks, 14 attempts for Austria Vienna, and 23 attacks and 11 attempts there for Lech Poznan. In terms of on target and all of that good stuff, you know, 4 on target for Austria Vienna, 5 on target for Lech Poznan. You know, you could see all the woodworks and everything. Nothing was hit there for this game. We're not going to get too deep into these stuff. But look, what are your closing thoughts on this one before we move on?
Yeah, decent from Lech Poznan. Look, I'm a big fan of Polish football just because I'm Polish. If I wasn't, I'd say it's a shit league. All it is, but I'm a bit surprised. But like I said, Austria Vienna are a very poor team. So yeah, it's good result for Lech Poznan, but I don't like them. So, but at least they're doing. At least they're helping out the Polish coefficient. So at least they can do that. That's the least those fuckers can do.
All right. So look, we're gonna keep it moving. Let's just go back and touch on the next group match here. Remember, guys, you got Europa League coming up, all right? So stay tuned. So Villarreal, who won the Europa League recently, they defeated Hapoel Beer-Sheva 2-1. Listen, this is what I expect from Villarreal. I don't expect them to run into any kind of trouble when it comes to these, you know, playing against these other sides. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Morales in the 28th minute from the penalty spot. Then Hapoel in the 63rd with an equalizer, but Alex Baena 67 to give Villarreal the win here. Just to take a look at the lineup for Villarreal, see who they put out. They're rotating their team heavily. As you guys could see, Morales and Pino up top. Alex Baena.
Pino. What a hell of a player, Yeremy
Yeah,
Pino.
I like him.
He's so good, man. Yeah.
I'm
a huge fan of him.
I wanted Man City to actually sign him up, but that didn't happen.
It could still
happen, but I just have a feeling when these Spaniards sign up for City, they just want to go back and join Barcelona or
Mikel Merino did the same thing with Newcastle, bro.
And Real Madrid, bro. Real Madrid. Look at when think about it. I know right now Brahim Diaz's career it's okay. He's doing reasonably well for himself at AC Milan, right? But look, his career at Real Madrid failed. He wanted to go back to Real Madrid like so bad, right? He wanted to go over there so bad that he left him. I think Pep was actually honing him and Foden, and look at how Foden is really. Look at how good Foden is right now, and Foden is way ahead of Brahim Diaz in my opinion. Not like a big distance, because Diaz is still playing well. But imagine if Brahim Diaz had stayed at Manchester City. Imagine the type of player he would have been today. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about it.
You're right.
For real.
Right.
Like, just think about it. So a player like Yeremy Pino going in to work with Pep Guardiola, I think it should have happened. If it was gonna happen, I think it should have happened like this summer. So I don't think it's gonna happen though. I don't think it's gonna happen. So, you could see a mixture of youth and new faces and a few old guards there for Villarreal.
Yeah.
And it's not like the full strength Villarreal team, because if you go and you check the bench, I like that Kiko Femini actually plays for Villarreal, and he was at Watford for some time. So that's some good acquisitions. And I if you look over to Real Sociedad, Diego Rico, who used to play for Bournemouth, I always admire that left back there. So most of the first team players you see on the bench here, and I think that's the right thing that Unai Emery is doing, and he's still coming up with the good results.
Yeah.
So you got any thoughts?
No, like I said, Villarreal, or like you said, Villarreal had they had relatively no problems in this game. They had a relatively good lineup too. If you scroll down to the Villarreal lineup, they've got a good squad. They really do. They could put out two separate starting 11s and be competitive in the Conference League. Jose Luis Morales, he's a good striker. Did well at Levante, who got relegated, like we were talking about with Yeremy Pino. Samuel Chukwueze, big fan of him, of the Nigerian, good player. Coquelin is now, he's good captain for Villarreal too, and they got good depth. They got good depth, to be honest, especially at like center back and right back, like with Feminia. So
do you fancy them going on to win the whole thing, even with some of the Europa League teams coming down?
Yes, probably.
Yeah, they
probably would, because you have Unai Emery. Unai Emery, you have a big chance, a very big chance.
They're definitely one of the favorites to go on to win this competition. So if you check the highlights here, the update, you could see there was a penalty miss there by Danjuma. So it's not good. Could have been a more comfortable win, but penalty was missed, and we're not gonna remember everything.
Look at that squad. That's a decent squad.
Yeah, I know the squad is strong.
Torres on the bench, Oscar Parejo, Etienne Capu, Pau Torres, Femina, Geronimo Rulli. That's a good squad.
The squad is pretty strong. I think they should go on to top the group easily.
Yeah.
And maybe, go on to reach very deep the least a quarterfinal.
Semi.
I want to push it right now. Let's say quarter. I'm gonna play it safe. So, guys, if you haven't yet, smash the thumbs up button. Make sure you do so. Lech Poznan will play Hapoel Beer-Sheva on the next match. Then Villarreal will take on Austria Wien. So we are going to move on. And the next group is Group D, where we have FC Köln with 4 points, Partizan with 2, Nice with 2, and Slovácko with 1. A lot of draws in this group, it seems. So Matchday 1, Nice 1, Köln 1, Slovácko 3, Partizan 3, and we had Köln beating Slovácko 4-2, and Partizan and Nice played a 1-1 draw. Let's take a look at this game really quick. Köln, a big result without Anthony Modeste in their team. So Adamian, Armenian there, 10th minute. Dietz in the 42nd. And then Slovácko hit back in the second half with 2 quick goals. Kalabishka in the 49th and Peter Zella in the 52nd, but Jubicic coming up with a brace there in the 65th and at the 74th minute to give FC Köln a good win, to put them in top of the group there with 4 points. So let's just go back. Let me see what the lineup looks like. Stefan Baumgart,
this looked like a great game from the highlights, by the way.
Okay, I didn't get to watch the highlights though.
Because Köln went up 2-0, and then Slovácko pulled back, actually, and had it 2-2 until, I think, the 70th minute or something like that, and then Köln got the winner. So, good game, looked like. So,
yeah, this Köln team definitely transformed over the years, man, because, a lot of times when teams get relegated, they really transform because a lot of the more prominent players who are on higher wages get sold or they get loaned out and they eventually leave. So, I don't recognize a lot of these names. I know Andre Duda, you know what I mean? But the other players, man, not so much. Adamayan, but other players, not so much, man. For Slovácko, I don't know the players on the Slovácko team. I'm not going to pretend like I do, so, yeah. Slovácko sounds like a medication too, you know what I mean? Like, take 2 Slovákos in the morning and you're about to feel better for the rest of the day. Oh, man. So, yeah. Let's just start, man. Let's continue, man. Big win for Köln. And they're on top of the table there in the Conference League. So, look, we're going to keep it moving. If you guys have anything else to add, which I don't think you do, because most people haven't really watched these games or even go and check out the highlights, though. But, good win after the Slovácko comeback there. So, let's continue. We have a lot.
Take 2 Slovákos. Yeah. For your fucking tumors. Or your meningitis or your fucking diabetes.
So the next game, we have Partizan 1, Nice 1. This is a good result for Nice going to Serbia and picking up a point. So Brian in the 2nd minute and Diabate in the 60th to earn the hosts a point from the game. So, these Serbian teams could be very, very difficult to play against, especially when they're at home, so you got to give it to Nice, the new look Nice, who are looking to actually do some big things this year, but it's left to be seen. You know what I mean? They got a lot of talented players in their team. Kasper Schmeichel, a new acquisition there. And you see Joe Bryan popping up with another goal here. When I saw Bryan, I'm like, who's this Bryan person? And I now realize it's Joe Bryan. You know what I mean?
From Bristol City and Fulham, yeah.
Fulham, yep. Dante, I talked about Dante. He's still around. Still around, man. Still around. Amazing. Is this Thuram actually related to Lilian Thuram? Is it his son?
Yes, it's the brother of Marcus Thuram at Borussia Mönchengladbach. Yeah, that's Kefran Thuram. Very good player. Extremely, he's versatile, excellent technique, intelligent, defensively aware. He's a really good player. I want to do. You know what I want to do one day, and I
I want to do like a tier list to rank the brothers currently playing in football right now. That would be fun.
What a good idea. I'm gonna write that down so we don't forget.
Yeah, write it down. So yeah, that would be fun though. You know, but it's gonna take a lot of prep though, because you have to actually make the tier list and get the brothers put in. You know, so yeah, I need to get myself a new laptop because both my laptops are no good. The ones over here, it works, but it's so old that it's so slow, and I'll break it if I actually attempt to use it. You know, so and the other one, the screen doesn't work. It only works on another monitor if I hook it up to another monitor. Yeah. So look, good win for not a win, but good draw for Nice, because traveling to Partizan is not an easy feat. So at least they picked up a point. But well done by Partizan for getting back and picking up a point. I knew that themselves.
I predicted a draw for that game. Nice had just been, bro. They're all over the place, and the transfers have been all over the place and random, and I'm not really sure what's going on at Nice. They just I don't know, man. They're just not playing very well.
They're trying something, bro. They're trying something.
Yeah.
So we are definitely gonna move on, and I'm going back a little too far there. We're gonna move on, and let's just move on to the next group. But before we do, in terms of the next games, Slovácko play Nice and Köln take on Partizan. All right, so let's move on to the next group. Is Group E. AZ Alkmaar, Steve's favorite Dutch team. Dnipro 1. It's a weird name. Very, very weird name. Apollon with 1
Limassol.
point.
Yeah.
And pick up 2 bottles of Limassol for me, please, when you go down to Walmart. Vaduz with a point in the group so far.
Which is crazy because they're a fucking second division Swiss side.
Exactly. Well, that's not they play in the Swiss league, but they're from Liechtenstein,
right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So on Matchday 1, Vaduz and Apollon played to a little draw, while AZ Alkmaar defeated Dnipro 1-0. This time around, AZ defeated Vaduz 4-1.
Did watch the highlights.
Okay. Dnipro defeated Apollon 3-1. Let's take a look at this game. See who scored and so on and so forth. So Yusuf Basari in the 19th minute.
Yeah.
Then Vaduz equalized Goelzer in the 22nd. And there was a late flurry by AZ Alkmaar with Wekema in the 81st. Sugawara, Japanese, in the 92nd. And DeWitt in the 95th.
Danny DeWitt.
So
off the bench,
4-1 win for AZ Alkmaar. Big win. How you feel about this?
Good. And we needed a big win like this because we've got Ajax on Sunday at home, actually. So that'll be a huge test to see how legit is this AZ Alkmaar side. Look, I mean, and 2 of the assists also were from Hungarian left back Milos Kirk. So he's a good player to look out for. I'm really excited to see how he does. Your music is super loud, by the way.
Oh, it is? It's too loud? It's too loud for you?
It was for a sec. Nah, it's better, yeah. It was just super. It like all of us out of nowhere. It was just like, dude. So that's why I was like, yeah, Milos Kurt, yeah.
So 48 attacks for AZ Alkmaar, 23 attempts compared to 20 attacks for Vaduz and only 6 attempts. So it's a pretty one-sided game, even though Vaduz managed.
Got sent off,
and there was a red card as well. Yeah, so that's why
my friend Brandon is the reason why I'm an Alkmaar fan, because he lives in Alkmaar and he was at the game. So.
Okay. So Bushel, the goalkeeper, got sent off. I was trying to refresh the page to see what went on there, but I didn't watch the highlights. How did the goalkeeper get sent off here?
He
1v1. He brought the player down.
Like that. Yeah, it was something like that. But
so That's
Good
always a problem, you know. So the goalkeeper here, a forward was taken off, and the second goalkeeper was brought on in the 64th minute there. So yeah, definitely.
They were.
It affected them because look, if you really check what happened, they were doing well. It was 1-1 up until that point, and with the new goalkeeper coming on and them down to 10 men, it actually look at that.
Opened the floodgates, yeah.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So
4-1. It's one of those games where we probably deserve to win 4-1, but it does flatter us, flatters us a little bit because a lot of those goals came very late.
Bro, Bruno Martins Indy is still playing? Oh my God. Oh man, I haven't seen him in a while. God damn. Martins Indy.
Yeah.
Jody Classy, you remember when he was at
Classy's
Southampton?
a good player, yeah.
Classy was at Southampton, but he wasn't that classy at Southampton at all. Though.
Yeah.
You know, but I didn't realize Bruno Martins Indy was.
You got the highlights playing, by the way.
Playing. Oh yeah, that's fine. It's half a screen. It's not gonna pick it up really.
That's true.
Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't though.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't want to get no copyright for that. I didn't realize that was.
I was just letting you know.
Yeah. Appreciate that. But look, 4-1 win for Vaduz. Not for Vaduz, but for AZ Alkmaar.
AZ Alkmaar,
yeah, I don't know why I said 4-1 win for Vaduz. But it's late. It's late, guys. I had a long day. You know, I probably need to take a nap right now. So in terms of the next game in the group, we have to touch on that other game. Dnipro 3, Apollon 1. So Rubchinski in the 11th minute, and the big boy Dovbik in the 26th and the 45th minute, and then Pitas in the 58th. Man, what are your thoughts on this game?
Good result for Dnipro, to be honest, and I've seen them play once or twice in the Ukrainian league. Yes, I do actually watch it. It's only $3 a month. You just need a VPN and you can sign up for it. But no, they're a good side. They really, the focal point is Dovbik in that side, and they do very well to create space and chances for them. So, they feed the beast and they get it done.
Shout outs to VPNs though.
Yes.
I actually had like VPNs reach out to me to do promotion and all of that, but I was like, why don't you? They need to just pay me to promote and not tell me to try to get people to sign up so that I can make money that way. Just pay me to damn promote, and then if I get people to sign up, pay me extra too. You know what I mean? Cheap companies.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. But look, Artem Dovbik, how is he still at this club though? That's what I wanna know. Why no one else?
He's better than Chris Wood. I'll take him.
Yeah, why no one else came in for him though? Why is he still there? Do you have any idea why he's still at this club and no one like bought him?
No clue.
Even in the summer?
No clue at all. Arsenal could do with him.
He plays for Ukraine. Was he at this club? How long he's been at this club though?
Let
me see. Let me look him up and see what's
see.
going on with Dovbik, man, because he's been playing for Ukraine for some time, and he scored a goal at the Euros and all. So he's a good player.
Yeah.
Well, how is he still at this club? That's what I want to know. And I can't find his. Am I searching his name correctly?
Artem Dovbik.
Dovbik. Oh.
Dovbyk.
No, I'm actually looking up the name wrong. I was looking up Dovbik. All right, so he's 25, so he's not like super young, but
in his prime
Okay, so actually though, Dnipro, this club actually bought him from Midtjylland. So he was at Midtjylland. Yes. He was playing in Danish football. So before he came through. He did come through the Dnipro, the previous Dnipro team, though.
Dnipropetrovsk.
Yeah, and this one is SK Dnipro 1. So this is like a Phoenix club from that former Dnipro team. So, yeah, so he's been playing for this Dnipro. He's just Dnipro for his whole life, it seems, since 2014 and now in 2022. They paid a total of $450,000 for him. He's now worth $6 million. And if he continues to score them like this next summer, won't be a bad striker for, any, like a Bundesliga club to pick up, maybe,
Bro, he could go to an Arsenal. I mean, they look at the Ukrainian. They're looking at Mudryk from Shakhtar Donetsk.
Arsenal is a little too high, bro. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on. Nah.
He deserves it.
Not Arsenal, though. Not Arsenal. But look, big win for Dnipro over Apollon.
The overrated Arsenal, I might add.
The Cypriot team there and the Ukrainians, looking good. They are. They're actually in second, first points in the group. So, look, in terms of the next games in this group, Dnipro will take on Vaduz. This will be a huge game because if Dnipro manage to pick up 3 points, it will put them in a very good position to advance to that playoff or even in the round of 16. AZ Alkmaar come up against Apollon Limassol. So let us move on to Group F. We're doing well in terms of the Europa League. We've gone 46 minutes. We should be wrapping this up pretty soon, run through the Europa League and call it a day. Dedicate a little hour and a half.
When do you want to do? Did you want to do predictions for the upcoming UEFA games after we're done with Europa League and Conference League, or?
No, remember we have games coming back after the international break, so it doesn't really make any sense.
Oh, we got time.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense to do that right now,
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, once again, big up to everybody watching the live stream. Appreciate you guys tuning in for yet another one. And we are going to move on to this group F. Gent on top with 4 points. Djurgården's doing very, very well with 4 points as well. Molde in third. Shamrock Rovers pretty much in shambles so far at the bottom. So, look, Shamrock 0, Djurgården 0, Molde 0, Gent 0. And this time around, Gent 3, Shamrock Rovers 0. In terms of the goal scorers, Kuipers in the 9th minute and Ojija Ofo in the 18th and 65th minute with a brace. All right. So, Steve, any thoughts on this game?
Nah, no surprise, really. No surprise at all. Gent
same here.
Good Belgian team.
Same here, man.
Good side. Yeah.
This Rory Gaffney, did well in the Champions League playoff.
Lyons too is a good wing back.
They did well in the playoffs. Those guys performed very, very well.
Yeah.
So I expected this win from Gent though. They're a more quality team and they did not disappoint. And big up to Michael Gajui, Cameroonian there. Yeah, Cameroonian, man. One of the reasons why Cameroon actually, qualified for the World Cup as well, man. Don't, discount what these players did. Yep. And, of course, big up to Jens Petter Haag, formerly of Bodo Glimt.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You see these players, you have to shout them out, man, because, Bodo Glimt doing big things these days. So, look, we're going to keep it moving. We're not going to stay super long on this one. We're not going to linger too much. No need to, really. Yeah. And move on to the next game in this group where Djurgården played against Molde. And this is somewhat of an upset. Would you call it an upset?
A little bit.
Yeah, because
Djurgården, to be fair, I've seen them a few times this year. That's a good side.
Swedish team defeating a Norwegian team, and Molde are a big Norwegian team. Djurgården is not the biggest team in Sweden. You know what I'm saying? So it's somewhat of an upset if you ask me. A little bit.
A little bit.
Big upset. Big time.
Asoro's a good player. I forget. I think I recognize that Bonda kid, but looked like an exciting game. To be fair, I didn't see the highlights, but yeah.
So Fofana in the 39th, then Dumbuya in the 50th with the equalizer, Banda in the 58th, another equalizer by Breivik, and the late winner by Osoro. So this Osoro person, the name sounds very familiar. Is it Joel Osoro? Yep, It is him.
He used to play for Sunderland.
Wow, this guy ended up in freaking Sweden. I think he's Swedish, you know.
Yeah.
I think he might be Swedish.
He is.
Let's just click him and he is Swedish. That's why he's there. He's like, you know what, man? You know what? I tried the thing abroad. Fuck it, man. I'm gonna stay home. Stay home with the family.
I think he used to play for Sunderland.
He used to play in the English system. I can't remember for which club, but he definitely was, man. Definitely was. So big up to Lego Dude who said this was an upset. I thought Molde would win this comfortably, but they ended up losing. Yeah, I thought Molde was gonna win that one, but they didn't. So look, big up to Djurgården. Let's keep an eye on this team for sure. Kim Bergstrand is the manager. Keep an eye on this team, Steve. Let's not take this team too lightly.
Yeah.
All right.
No, Djurgården they're a good team. They're a good team. So he used to, by the way, Osoro did play for Sunderland, and he made his professional debut in the Premier League against Middlesbrough when he was freaking 16. It looks like.
Okay. Yeah, I know him.
And he played for Swansea City, Genoa, Groningen.
Yeah, it didn't really work out too much, but he could actually revive his career with this.
Yeah, he's still 23.
Yep. So, look, we're going to continue. And in terms of the next games in this group, we got Molde coming up against Shamrock Rovers, Gent playing Djurgården. So, let us move on. We got two more groups left.
Ooh.
We got two more groups for the Europa Conference League. And then we're going to talk Europa League. So, Slavia Praha with 4 points, Sivasspor with 4, Balkany with 1, and CFR Cluj with 1. On match day 1, Balkany 1, CFR Cluj 1, Sivasspor 1, Slavia Praha 1. When we do match day 3, I would only go over match day 2 and not all the match days because it will be a little too much, but it will be there visually for you guys to see what's going on. So Slavia Praha 3, Balkany 2, CFR Cluj 0, Sivasspor 1. Let's take a look at this game, see who scored, and Slavia Praha is definitely a team that I think could get as far as the quarterfinals. I think, well, I'm going to say quarters just to keep it safe. I think they're going to be up there. And,
a good side. Good side.
What's interesting about this team, too, before you go on, is how their star is aligned above the Slavia. I never realized that.
Yeah.
You see that, right? It's not a typical type of star that is like standing
down.
It's basically it's leaning over. The star is like saying, "Hey," you see what I'm saying?
It's actually looks like a pentagram.
Yeah, it's kind of something evil going on here with Slavia Praha, though.
I like it.
Yeah, so Krasniki in the 23rd minute. Balkany is a Kosovan team, right?
Yes.
Yep, that name sounds Kosovan. Frasheri in the 26th with an own goal equalizer. Korenitsa in the 29th minute. Olayenka in the 34th. And Masopust in the 41st. Masopust has been around the Slavia Praha team for some time, though. So, big win. Definitely big win for Slavia Praha. Jindrich T. Pisovsky, he's been around for some time as well. So this is always a tricky team to play, man.
Yeah. They play Victoria Pilsen next, Slavia. So I'll watch that game. I think that's on Sunday. So I'll watch that game.
Do you do you bet on those games?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes. Or I just want to watch just to see how they do in the league and see if, someone emerges. You never know. But I actually did watch them play Slovácko on September the 4th. So they drew with them 1-1, I think. So.
All right, man. Yeah, you got a lot of time on your hands to be watching the Czech
Well,
League.
you got,
this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely gonna move on to the next game. So look, we got Sivasspor 1, CFR Cluj 1. Who scored?
1-0.
Yeah, 1-0 for Sivasspor. I was gonna ask if Max Alan Gradel scored, and he did. He did. So the Ivorian coming up with the goal again from the penalty spot this time. And which club did he play for in the Premier League? Do you remember?
Bournemouth.
Yep, definitely. And I think
what French club did he play for?
Was he at I could remember him in the French league. Was he at Rennes? No. I could remember him in the French league a little bit.
The purple team.
Oh, Toulouse.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know a little something, man.
A little something.
Yeah, just a little something. So hey, nothing really. I'm not really gonna elaborate on this game, man. Win for Sivasspor. Just to
Romanian teams suck and Turkish teams.
Yeah, let me just refresh this. Let me see who played for Sivasspor really quick. Who turned out here? What the squad looks like? Nothing really special. Nothing special, you know what I mean? Musa is playing for Sivasspor these days. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, he used to play at Leicester, CSKA Moscow, and
remember him and Doumbia at CSKA Moscow? Oh my God! In the Champions League, they used to cause a lot of havoc, man. You see CSKA Moscow defeat some of these big teams, and you're like, what happened? Doumbia and freaking Ahmed Musa in your ass.
Is that the same Musa? Click on it.
That's Ahmed Musa. That has to be. It's one. And there no more Ahmed Musas, bro. Yeah, there probably is, but it's him. It is him. No, it's not. Yeah, it is him.
Yeah, it is.
And he's only still 29. That's crazy.
Wow.
But they should have got a picture of him though.
Yeah.
Kind of disappointing. Yep. That they don't have a picture of him, and he's been around for so long. So look, man, you're gonna move on. Dan Petrescu in charge of CFR Cluj these days.
Interesting thing to actually note about this game, Dom. Mm-hmm. You saw in that little video there. I don't know if you noticed they have Nike kits on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice in that look? Yeah, so they have Nike. So Nike actually aren't their sponsor. So they actually lost their Tony Montana brand kits on the flight. So they actually needed to buy, when they were in Romania, they needed to buy Nike teamwear shirts.
Who, Sivasspor?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So they lost the home shirts or something. I don't know what happened. So they had to buy Nike teamwear white shirts with the black Nike logo and just put the patch and numbers and other patches on it.
Wow.
So, because they're usual, and they actually wore the Tony Montana shorts.
What is Tony Montana? That's a brand or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I never heard that brand before. I know Tony Montana from Scarface, but I don't know that was the actual, brand.
Yeah, brand. It is.
I didn't know that. I really didn't know that though. So let me see if there was anything on that though. I don't see the
Tony Montana men's clothes. Yeah.
I didn't know that, bro. I'd never heard of that in my life.
They make the Sivasspor kits.
Wow. So I just ran into the article. As a matter of fact, the bag containing our kits for the game against CFR Cluj got lost at the Cluj airport. Since the bag is nowhere to be found, we will play the game in an alternative kit. This has to be something that has hardly ever happened. This is crazy. That is a crazy story though.
Yeah.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, what? Listen, I need to. Is there any pictures from this game? They don't have any pictures from this game up here though.
You could Google image it or something.
Yeah, this is crazy though. Let me. I need to see what happened here because this is nuts. Sivaspor. Let me just look this up.
Yeah.
Sivaspor. Let me just search it. I should get something on the news here. This is crazy. There's actually nothing coming up on the news here, but
Go to Google Images.
Yeah, I checked Google News really quick, but nothing actually made the there was actually no headline or anything on it though. There was actually no headline on it. Let me see. Sivaspor versus
go on footy headlines.
Cluj. Let me see. Images. Let me see something. I need to see what happened here. Yeah, we got some images here. So it was just a plain white top.
Yeah.
But they had to. Okay, yeah, I found something. Yeah, but they played in some black shorts as well. Some black,
which were Tony Montana shorts.
Oh, okay. But they lost the tops.
Yeah, but they actually they.
But the fact that Nike is a brand that you could just buy out there and wear anytime. They didn't need any kind of special permission or nothing, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it was allowed, or else what else are they gonna play in? You see what I'm saying? So
skins.
That is crazy, though. That is crazy. So look, thanks for bringing that one up, Steve.
Yeah.
You know,
funny story.
Definitely a funny story.
Add something new to the picture, to the video.
So look, we touched on Group G in terms of the next games. In Group G, we got Slavia Praha coming up against Cluj and Sivaspor taking on Balkany.
Yeah.
And right now, it looks like, this group's, well, we don't want to call it too early because if Balkany and Cluj start picking up some key points,
Cluj are flunking.
Yeah, then it's going to be on. It is going to be on. But Group H, not age. Group H, Basel on top with 6 points. Punic second. Pew, 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 pew. Zalgiris Zalgiris third, and Slovan Bratislava at the bottom. So, Zalgiris and Punic did well in Champions League qualifiers, by the way, though. So, Slovan 0, Zalgiris 0 on match day 1, Basel 3, Punic 1. Match day 2, Punic defeating Slovan Bratislava 2-0, and Basel getting the better of Zalgiris 1-0. So, let's just click on this, see who scored, keep it moving. Dashian in the 35th and Utobanjo in the 37th. So they were playing no games back to back, quick goals in quick succession.
You're most vulnerable when you score or concede. You're at your most vulnerable. Slovan got to learn their lessons, bro.
When you just concede, you're still vulnerable to concede more, right?
Or when you score, because you're like, "Oh, I scored! I'm amazing, bro!" And then you forget to track your runner, and then you're down.
Yeah, you should know. You should know because Newcastle had a big lead against City and he gave it up. You should know very, very well. You should know about that very, very well.
That was the best goddamn Newcastle performance I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was good. So
with my own eyes, live.
That was good. That was definitely good. So look, it must have been a weird game for Basagyan coming up against the Ukrainian team, and he's one of the better players from Slovan Bratislava too, So good win by Punic. I'm not surprised. Definitely not surprised because
Punic have been.
We saw what they did. That's the thing, and that's the beauty about what we're doing right now because we saw some of these teams in the the UEFA Champions League qualifiers, and now we're getting to talk about them in the Europa Conference League and the Europa League. So
make a name for themselves. Yeah,
exactly. All right, so Oh, you found an image. You sent me an image there. I see.
Yeah, of the Sivaspor.
Yeah, but I saw. Big up to Shane Musa in the house, Philip Bedwell, Lego Dude, everybody who's watching right now. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the stream. Steve, I didn't even realize you had sent a second super chat yesterday, bro. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Yeah, I do appreciate it, man. Do appreciate that,
worries.
man. So, look, no need to stay super long here. We're gonna keep it moving. We still gotta talk Europa League. That means I'm surprised we stayed so long on the Conference League, though. How did we manage?
You know what? It deserves some love.
I think we're getting a lot. I think we're getting better. Match day one, we were like, what the fuck are we doing? What's going on here? Like, who are these teams? But now it's like, okay,
we knew most of them.
Yeah, but still, you know what I mean? It's Andy Zakiri, the unknown Brighton Hove player.
Right? Yeah.
With the 62nd minute goal, only goal of the game here. I didn't watch the game, didn't watch the highlights. Guys, it's impossible to watch every game. There's 16 games. You could only watch one. Or maybe none. Because there's like Europa League games playing the same day. So I might watch a Europa League game at like 12:45 my time, and then watch another one at 3. If I'm home, which I'm not, I would actually like multi-screen the things and watch a couple.
Exactly. That's I got 3 TVs and all this for a reason.
But you actually was at work when these games are playing too, right?
I was. I'm gonna take next Thursday off, or next Thursday with.
Why are you taking it off for? Why?
Because I could just work the Sunday. Yeah.
I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that, but Basel with the big win, back to back wins here. You know what I mean? Alexander Fry, former Basel man himself, managing the team these days. So look, big win. I think I went for Zalgiris win if I'm not mistaken, but they didn't.
I went for a Basel win.
Yeah, I went the opposite, but still. I think it was a quality prediction, even though, Zalgiris did well in the Champions League playoff. So
they
look,
did
Steve,
extremely well, yeah.
Steve, we've done with the Europa Conference League. But before we move on, we must let you know what's going on in Matchday 3 in this group. And Punic plays Zalgiris, which will be a huge match. And Basel come up against Slovan Bratislava. So look. Yeah. The Europa Conference League, that's our review.
You got to inject some Bratislava into your arm with the tumor on it. And then once you're done with that, you need to apply some Balkany on your wrist.
Yeah, man.
For all the measles and warts.
Yeah. So we're gonna switch over to the Europa League and land the plane, all right? So I don't know if we're gonna spend so long on the Europa League, to be honest, because just gonna run through these games and talk a little bit about Cristiano Ronaldo. You know what I'm saying? In the Europa League. Oh man, it's so funny though. But look, let's start Group A, where we only had one game, which means that Bodo Glimt go on top the group with 4 points. Arsenal second with 3 points. PSV third with 1 point, and Zurich without a point. So the PSV Arsenal game was actually postponed because of the funeral for the late Queen Elizabeth. So on match day 1, PSV and Bodo Glimt played to a 1-1 draw. Arsenal defeated Zurich on the road. Bodo Glimt to Zurich 1. Let's talk about this one. I have to say what I have to say, because I watch all the highlights for the Europa League games, so I have more insights. I'm not going to be super long or anything, but look, I like this Bodo Glimt team. It's like they just find quality players out of nowhere. You know what I mean? You think about Granbeck. Granbeck is a great addition. You saw the goal he scored on match day 1. Brilliant goal. But look, in terms of this thing is taking forever to load. Why is it doing this to me right about now? I close out some things, but still, god damn, man. You're messing around here. You're messing around. Come on. Okay, there we go. So look, I like the Bodo Glimt team, but I have to say this was not a good advert for finishing at all, because the amount of chances that Bodo Glimt got to score and just kept blasting the ball wide,
Zurich
blasting it over.
Lucky.
You know,
They got so lucky to not get smashed because Dom, me and you have seen, and I've seen too, also in the elite series. Bro, Bodo Glimt put teams to the freaking sword.
They lost on the weekend too. They lost on the weekend.
Yeah, but me and you know that Bodo Glimt at home, they can smash up almost anyone. So you can't do it all the time. I guess probably that's the only explanation as to how they did it.
The thing is, man, Esbjørn, he had so many chances, man. So many chances.
Yeah.
All these players, even a Saltness, you know, these guys had a lot of chances and didn't take their chances.
Really good player.
Yeah, they have a lot of good players. Veltnesen, Saltness, you know, we know how good Mugisha is, the youngster. He's the youngest, you know, on the first team.
Extremely quick.
There. Wembangano coming up on the wing, he's really good. The team is just very, very good, man. We're not even talking about. We're not even hyping it up because they you know, they're good. I've seen a couple of their games and they're good, man.
Knudsen is a good manager too. Like he's linked with the Brighton club.
It's actually somebody corrected me. You have to say Knudsen.
Knudsen.
Yeah, because you know it's not English, so we just can't leave off the So look, 2-1 to Bodo Glimt. So in this game, Salnes in an own goal. Salnes, I guess that Zurich player he's from Norway or one of them Scandinavian countries.
Yeah.
Veltlesen in the 58th minute and Avi in the 81st. That was a good goal.
It was. Yes.
Definitely very good goal. Yeah. So I think, you know, let's just check the stats. You see exactly what I'm talking about. I don't want to be too long-winded here. We got a lot of games to go through. Yeah. But a lot of attacks. 47 for Bodo Glimt, 19 shots, 19, you know. 34 for Zurich, 12 shots. And you check the shots on target here. 4 on target for Bodo Glimt. They were so wasteful. I'm telling you, that's one thing that stood out from this game. So wasteful, man. And they probably relieved that they ended up winning this game. You see? So you see Kevin is saying Bodo Glimt was quite disappointing versus Zurich could have ended 2-2. Indeed. Lego dude. You see, everybody's agreeing with what I'm saying, man, because it's the fact. So Bodo Glimt, big 3 points here after the match. They won draw against PSV, and they continue to shine. They continue to soar in European football.
Finish the chances. That's all you got to do, which is fixable, and we know they can do it. So it's not that big of an issue.
Last season, Conference League. This season, Europa League. They almost made it to the Champions League, but next year, I think this team, once they could hold on to their players, and in the meantime, what they should be doing is scouting players.
But they do that already. Yeah,
they do that. So
just keep up the good work. That's all. Yes. That's all Bodo Glimt have to do. Keep up.
Bodo Glimt. What I have to say to you, Steve and I would like to say, keep up the good work
and keep it moving. It moving.
So Zurich versus PSV when things return, and Arsenal would play. The Arsenal Bodo Glimt game is gonna be a good game. Yes, that will be a very good game. But you know what would be the even better game? The return leg when Arsenal visit Bodo Glimt, because we know how good they are at home. They are very good at home.
You know how you got fraud watch? Arsenal are on upset alert both of those games.
Indeed.
Arsenal are on upset alert.
All right. So let's move on to Group B, though, where Rennes stay on top. Fenerbahce, second with 4 points. AEK Larnaca with 3, and Dynamo Kiev without a point. Very disappointing so far. On Matchday 1, Fenerbahce defeated Dynamo Kiev 2-1. AEK Larnaca lost to Rennes 2-1. And this time around, Rennes
got fired, by the way.
You're lying. You are lying. I didn't even know that, man. Oh, my God. My boy, Lucescu. No.
Yes.
No, don't tell me that, bro.
Don't say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Lucescu, don't go.
Don't tell me that. So let me see. All right. Let me see something. Let me see something. I didn't see nothing. Let me search the other spelling for Kiev. I don't see nothing on it right now, but let me see. Okay, goddamn. All right, I don't see nothing, bro.
There's talk of him being sacked. Sorry,
You see, you see.
They should be sacking his ass, though. They should be.
I knew that was cap. That was all cap because my boy Lucescu ain't gonna get sacked just yet. All right. Anyways,
look at Dynamo Kiev's recent form.
Yeah, I know. But anyways,
it is terrible.
Let's talk about how Rennes blew a 2-0 lead. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. And got a red card, and that resulted. That helped as well. So let's just refresh.
You know what else we need to talk about too is Jorge Jesus not giving Arda Güler proper game time, bro. It's a crime. It's a crime,
Güler,
bro.
Yeah, he'll get his game time, bro. Let me see if Güler actually. Güler didn't get no game time. None.
Hey, you know what? He has a release clause for only $5 million if they don't play him a certain amount of minutes.
Bro, let me tell you what to do. Hit up the Newcastle site, find the number, and call them and say, hey, there's a player named Arda Güler. Check him out. Just give him a nudge. You never know. Yeah. He might end up at Newcastle. You know what I mean? So, look, Rennes.
So many good players.
Terrier in the 52nd minute and Lovremeyer in the 54th. 2 good goals. But then they allow Irfan Can. Yep, Irfan Can. Huh?
What a through ball from Lovremeyer for that Terrier goal. And Terrier took unbelievable.
And then Lovremeyer with that goal as well. That was good.
He's a special player, Meyer. I absolutely love
former Dinamo
Zagreb.
Yep.
Bro, he's incredible.
And I could remember Mandanda making a big save in this game as well.
He did.
It was a Batshuayi, early chance from Batshuayi, and he saved it. So, look, Fenerbahce did get the earlier chances, but came back late. Enner Valencia brought down, and he put away his penalty very well. Irfan Kaveci was very, very lively. We know how good he could be.
Yeah.
I could never forget that the hat-trick he scored in the Champions League too, man. Oh, man. Yeah. What a player. So, look, it was quite disappointing by Rennes to actually, give up that lead. Traore getting sent off there.
Hamari,
the captain.
He's what?
Hamari Traore. He was a captain too.
Yeah.
And he was surprised that he got sent off. I think it was like a elbow in the face, some dumb thing. Yeah. But I don't think he should have got sent off. That was because if you go back and you check
super physical game.
He was putting the elbow to kind of defend himself. And like when you try to fend off something, you end up hitting somebody at the same time. And I think that's what happened, though. But look, give it up to Fenerbahce for coming back. I think Jorge Jesus would have been under a lot of pressure if he lost 2-0. And, it gives him a little wiggle room with the draw, though. So, really good game of football, I have to say. Very, very entertaining and good comeback by Fenerbahce here.
Yeah.
So, any closing thoughts before we move on, though?
Look, I've been watching. I don't think I've missed the Stade Rennais game this year. I did last Sunday. I did actually because I watched a different game or whatever. But it's a very good footballing side under Jeunesse. Like seriously, very very talented side. So many good players. Kamaldeen Suleimana, Gouiri, Martin Terrier, Lovremeyer, Arthur Tiates look pretty all right. Hamari Traore is a very solid right back usually. And like you said, I'm watching the replay actually now of the red card. I thought it was silly. But look, Stade Rennais are a team everyone should be keeping tabs on because they bring through young players.
Sell them on for big money as well.
And sell them on for so good side. They can make a deep run in this competition, in my opinion. They just got to be a little bit more consistent and just get those wins over the line. But very good team at home. They have the potential to beat anyone at home.
Well, let's see. So, look, we're going to keep it moving. And this is a big upset, in my opinion. Ayakla Naka 1, Dynamo Kiev 0. And I have to say, Adam Gajosko, he used to play in the Croatian league. I know this guy. That was a wicked free kick.
Hungarian.
That was it, though. That was it. The free kick, and then it wasn't really much else to look at. They close up shop. Kiev, frustrated. And, that when I watched this highlights, I was like going through the motions pretty much because it wasn't really much to look at.
Yeah.
But Dynamo Kiev, they have been very disappointing. And just to note, Shaparenko actually pulled out his ACL the last time around, so he's definitely a big miss, man. Shigankov can't do it all by himself. So
yeah,
what I mean. Hard luck to Kiev, Marcia Lucescu. Hope they don't sack him.
He is on the hottest of hot seats. He'll
figure things out. What if Marcia Lucescu gets sacked and then he ends up being like the next Bournemouth manager or Brighton?
That'd be an excellent move, to be honest.
Nah, they're not gonna hire him.
They should. He's one of the most accomplished managers of all time.
Do you remember when Marcia Lucescu went and took Turkey to Euro 16?
Yeah.
I don't know if you.
I remember watching Euro 2016. That was the first.
Yeah, but I don't know if you remember those things. But maybe you don't. Maybe a lot of you guys don't remember these things. This is like from 7 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So Turkey was in a lot of trouble in the qualifiers, and they sacked whoever was in charge and brought.
Was it Şenol Güneş?
Maybe, but I can't remember. But Marcia Lucescu was managing Shakhtar Donetsk at the time.
Yeah.
And they brought him in, so he had two jobs. He was managing Shakhtar and he was managing the Turkish national team. Yeah. And there's a player, I can't remember his name right now, but I don't think he plays anymore. But he stepped up and put away a free kick to take Turkey into the into the Euros, man. And it was like a last minute type free kick. It was brilliant. It was definitely brilliant. So the Lego dude is saying Ren did fell apart in the game indeed. Kevin, big up to AD in the house. How are you doing, AD? Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the stream. Not a big turnout for the Europa League and Conference League stream this week, but it's all good. Bro. People don't care, man. People see that we're live, we're talking Europa League, and they're like, who cares, man? Nobody want to talk about this. Nobody cares. Yeah, look at these two losers here talking about the Europa League and the Conference League. Don't y'all got anything better to do?
Bro, me and Dom just got we got to put it bluntly, big dick energy, So we're Chads. We're Giga Chads talking about.
He said it, man, not me. He said it. Okay,
I did say it because it's true. We're Giga Chads.
He said it.
We're such Giga Chads. We're spending 2 hours talking about the UEFA Europa League.
So look, big up to Ayakla Naka, though. I gotta say, they surprised me. Didn't expect them to win this game. They definitely picked up 3 big points here and put Dynamo Kiev under a lot of pressure. But look, all is not lost for Kiev, and it's still early in the group. It's only 2 games, and it's not over. So look, let's keep it moving though. Next game, Fenerbahce take on Ayakla Naka, and Ren play Dynamo Kiev.
Could be a big star and they win.
Yeah, let's see. Let's move on to Group C, where Betis lead the group with 6 points. You can bet on them. Ludogorets second with 3. Roma third with their first 3 points against HJK or Hoiko. Big up to Michael Talks Football, who actually went to watch the match in Rome. Hopefully he had a good time. Next time I talk to him, I'll ask him how it went, though. So on Matchday 1, Betis 2, HJK 0. Ludogorets 2, Roma 1. So Roma bouncing back from that Matchday 1 loss. to pick up a convincing 3-0 win over
Fuck
HJK.
Roma.
So first half, pretty much dead, 0-0. HJK was holding their
But the
own.
red card was the big thing that happened.
Yeah. So
big thing.
You know, red card there for Tano, and that happened very, very early in the match. I think it was like 12 minutes in. And
it was silly too. It was really unnecessary.
It knocked the stuffing out of their team though. And
Yeah.
that was denial of a clear goal scoring opportunity from what I could remember. So look, Dybala in the 47th minute, and Dybala came off the bench. So Mourinho made some changes. He said, "Hey man, this ain't working." Made some changes, brought on Dybala, and bang in the back of the net. Very good goal.
Pellegrini, I still think he's gonna flop for them.
Well, he's been good so far, bro. Let's give him the credit.
Not really.
He's been good. He's been good so far. Pellegrini in the 49th and Belotti in the 69th minute, 68th to score his first goal for Roma. I think Zaniolo was really bright in the game, man. Zaniolo is the one who made everything tick in the match here for AS Roma. Matic had a good game as well. And look, any team managed by Jose Mourinho would be a team to watch in any competition. So
except Spurs.
I don't know, bro. Let's forgettable.
It was really forgettable.
Not so much, bro.
It was. What'd they win?
How could you forget when they lost to Dinamo Zagreb? You can't forget it. It's not forgettable. They had a 2-0 lead. I think they had a 2-0 lead in the tie and lost 3-0 to Dinamo Zagreb. So
my point stands.
I know. It was one of his worst stints. But look, give it up to Roma for bouncing back. Hard luck to HJK. Big up to Michael Talks Football. Team didn't, hold up after they went down to 10 men, and they tried. They really, really tried. But I remember the goalkeeper, the Irish goalkeeper there, Conor Hazard, pulling off a couple big saves in the game too. So HJK is a team that we are familiar with from the Champions League playoff as well. And we spoke a lot about the fact that we did the playoff. We're going to be familiar with a lot of these teams. So it's paying off, man. It's definitely paying off. But look, Roma, I think this is a team that could go on to win. I'm not even going to say quarter. This team could go on to win. And the reason is Jose Mourinho. They won the first edition of the Conference League, got into this competition, and I think they could go on to win this. And that could put Mourinho back into the Champions League, even if he fails to place top 4 in the Serie A. So, look.
Which they won't.
Well, you never know. You never know, bro.
I know. I know.
Oh, man. So, look.
If you're looking for me to say anything positive about Roma, I ain't doing that. I'm sorry.
What
there are certain teams. Look, I'm very unbiased. Not when it comes to Roma or Sunderland.
Is it because of the Roma-Lazio thing?
Of course.
Anyways, we're going to keep it moving, though. Betis 3, Ludogorets 2.
That was a good game.
Betis is also a team to watch. Luis Enrique is a player, a young Brazilian to keep an eye on. And Joaquin with a screamer of a goal in the 39th minute. 41 years old.
Oldest player to score in a UEFA competition in the group stage. Or any UEFA competition at 41 years old. Just good big up Joaquin.
Despodov in the 45th, and you had Sergio Cornelis in the 59th, and Rick, the Brazilian Rick, in the 74th.
I never heard of a Brazilian besides him just named.
Yeah, he has another name, of course, but he just calls himself Rick.
He just goes by Rick.
Yeah, they're just lazy like that,
Like Rick.
Just call me Rick, okay?
Slick Rick.
Call me Ricky. But look, they have a few Brazilians. So this guy Carly is pretty good. This guy Carly, Cicinho, Thiago. They have some good players, though.
They do.
Ludogorets is a team that tormented the hell out of Steve throughout the Champions League qualifiers. And I was actually waiting for you to come live because Because look at what I got right underneath
You
me.
did. I lived up to my promise. I lived up to my promise, people. Don't you forget that.
I know. So this right here, I don't want to turn it around because it got my address on there. I don't want to give up my address.
No one's gonna see that.
Yes, they will. People got bionic eyes out here. But look, Steve, right here, I haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, I can't see that. I can't.
No, I didn't. I didn't turn it. You just saw here the side, right?
I can't read that.
In this box is a brand new Manchester City away kit. Okay,
it's not a bomb.
Away jersey. All right,
and it's very, very sexy.
And I won this because Steve lost.
I fucked up.
He lost the Champions League prediction show, and what was the score? I think it was 28-25. He messed up, and you know why he messed up, guys? Failure to prepare. Not that he don't know his stuff and he wasn't on point.
This is Ludogorets.
You got lazy.
Ludogorets.
I'm gonna keep it real. You got lazy. Ludogorets. You got distracted.
Ludogorets.
You got distracted. You wanted to hang out with your girl.
You can't call me lazy because I watched fucking Slovácko versus Slavia Praha.
No. I never said you're lazy. You just got lazy. You knew you were supposed to do some preparation for the predictions. Remember you told me, oh, Dom, I don't even have my predictions ready. I was like, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. But yeah, man.
The
trophy is in here. That's just all I want to tell you. The trophy is here. And I'll check it out another time. I'll do a video.
What the hell was all that for?
The craziest thing
what the hell was all that for?
The craziest thing is, look, I have another box.
He's got this fucking guy.
What's crazy is I have another box that I've had here since June with a scarf. I have a Man City scarf I got to put up on the wall as well. And this is a champion scarf for the 21-22 season. Okay. I don't mean to brag. I don't mean to rub it in or anything.
The Farmers League title.
And I have a Champions League scarf from the Atletico Madrid Man City game, a memorable game where we came out champions, of course. There wasn't any for the Liverpool, not the Liverpool, but the Real Madrid City game. I don't want that. I don't want that scarf.
Oh, you don't? Why not?
No, because we're supposed to go into the damn Champions League final again.
What happened?
And we messed up.
Game?
We messed up. Anyways,
I forget what happened in that game.
In this box, my son Liam opened the box, but in this box is the home kit, and I'm still yet to open it since June. So
why?
I don't know, bro. I just like to open it when I'm doing the video. So I'll do the video.
Well, you can do it right now.
No. I want to do separate videos for these. I have 2 kits to unbox, and I'll do it when I have some time. And for Christmas, I'm gonna get my wife to buy me the 3rd kit, because last season she didn't buy me the 3rd kit. I actually did not want the 3rd kit. Sorry. There was the all white away kit. I don't have it. And the previous season, the Paisley design, I don't have that either.
I want that one, bro.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Man City got some sexy shirts, bro.
Man City's a sexy football team, bro. What else do you expect? But anyways, Betis
Gloating.
Nah. Betis is a quality team these days. Yes. You know, Manuel Pellegrini is doing a great job. You could see Claudio Bravo is in goal. We know how good he's been over the years. You know, Andres Guardado, the Mexican, still around. Joaquin, they got a lot of experience there.
Claudio Bravo is so good that Dom wouldn't take him at Man City again.
Nah. When Pep brought him in, that was at his heights, and then it didn't work out for him at all, man. Claudio Bravo started to become like a liability at the club. That's why we had. Hart. Yeah, both of them. That's why we had to run out and get Edison. And since Edison came in, it was a whole different story, man. Big up to the boy Apollon in the house. Appreciate you coming through. Tanya Kishner, everybody in the house, man. So there's a hurricane in my neck of the woods. Thank God there is a break. Hope Liverpool can get their act together. Yeah, I actually heard on the news there's a hurricane in the Caribbean right now. Antigua and St. Kitts and Nevis heading to Puerto Rico right about now. So stay safe, man. Stay safe, man. You know what I mean? The last hurricane I had to deal with was Hurricane Sandy. That was back in 2011, man. I was shocked up at some girl's house as well. I used to still live at home with my dad, and that weekend I went to this girl's house, man. This new girl I was actually dealing with, and I was at her crib for the whole weekend. Oh, that was nice. So so Ludogorets in their change strip, lost
That's a
this
nice
game.
Kit.
I know you were happy that they lost the game too. You don't like Ludogorets these days at all.
Yeah, people made up a narrative and then they fucked me over.
People said, "Oh, what is your problem with Ludogorets?"
I just thought they weren't.
And Ludogorets just kept.
And then when they're picking the win, they screw up.
Exactly. That's why you don't flip flop, bro. If you keep picking, it's like Pilsen versus Karabaj. I kept picking Pilsen.
I kept picking Karabaj.
And then remember you didn't pick them one time, and then they won, and then you went back with them and they lost. Exactly. So look, big win for Betis. Definitely gonna keep it moving.
One interesting thing about Real Betis, there's only one team in Europe. I did the stats last night. Yeah, there's only one team in Europe that has spent less time trailing in a match over the first 8 games, and that's Atletico Madrid. Real Betis have only spent 39 minutes across 7 games a goal behind. 39. Wow. Whereas Man City, for context,
a lot of minutes behind.
156, I believe. So
how many games we lost?
How many games, huh?
We lost none.
Real Betis have only lost one.
Listen, we are comeback kings. City are comeback kings. Look at what happened against Dortmund. I know a lot of people thought we were going to lose that game, But
you spent 171 minutes behind. And actually, Liverpool have spent 262 minutes trailing. And actually, Leicester City have spent 259.
We know Liverpool are not that good this season. We know
they are not very.
Yeah. So HJK versus Ludogorets, and then Roma coming up against Betis. That'll be a big, big game. So just to keep it moving, let's keep it pushing. We're going halfway through in the Europa League. We've been live for an hour 37 minutes, so we're winding down. Braga doing very well in the Portuguese league and in the Europa League as well. So Union Saint-Gilloise, oh man, first time in I think European competition in a very, very long time, and
60s,
and they 2 wins in 2 games. Union Berlin disappointing so far, 2 losses in 2, and Malmo even more disappointing, 2 losses in 2. So this group is already shaping up with Union Berlin, Union Saint-Gilloise, and Braga doing very, very well on the opposite for the other team. So on Matchday 1, Union Saint-Gilloise defeated Union Berlin 1-0 in the Union Derby. And Malmo 0, Braga 2, the other game. And last match day had Braga 1, Union Berlin 0. Union Saint-Gilloise 3, Malmo 2. Let's take a look at this game between Braga and
really sloppy
Union
goal
Berlin.
For Union Berlin to concede. Rano. It was a shot. It was a shot from long out, from long range, and Rano just didn't deal with it properly.
Yeah, I can't even remember what
that was. The Braga goal.
I can't remember the goal per se, but 77th minute by Vitor Oliveira. And that was the only goal of the game. I can't, when you watch 16 highlight packages, you can't, 15. You can't remember. I can't remember all of them. You know what I mean? I remember some of them. But Ricardo Horta, I couldn't remember There's a couple Horters doing well right now. It's the was it Sporting? Sporting have the Horters in there. Yeah,
Yes.
so good window. I like what Braga's doing, but they're not gonna win the Portuguese league because they already fell off the
You
top.
never know.
They're not winning it, bro. Do you know they have never won the Portuguese league? You know.
Yeah, well,
No, they have never won it though. I checked them.
Vista never won it until they did.
When did Boa Vista win the Portuguese league? What year?
Ooh, I have to look it up, but they did. They actually did. I think it was like early 2000s. Let me check.
Oh, okay. It was like this anomaly of a season.
It was, but
okay.
Gotta give Boa Vista credit. They indeed.
So what are your thoughts on Union Berlin not doing so well so far, man? Urs Fischer's team in the Europa League. Do you think it's a league Europa League balance thing that could be hurting them?
They did fine last year with it though. That's the thing. No, I just think it's a little transition because Union Berlin lost a few guys and I think replace them adequately. I just think they just got to get some things in line. They're a very well-run club, and they did beat Köln at the weekend, who we were talking about in the Conference League. That's a good side, that FC Köln.
Well, we know Union Berlin are doing well in the league, but they can't transition that, replicate that form.
They're first place in the Bundesliga.
Exactly. They just can't bring the form into the Europa League. That's a problem.
I think they'll eventually get it together. Maybe they will finish third and go to the Conference League playoffs, which would be still fine for them, to be honest.
So, guys, if you have any more insight, make sure you leave it in a comment, leave it in the chat.
I can't do it all on my own.
Exactly. Smash the thumbs up button if you're yet to do so.
I need some help.
Smash the thumbs up button if you haven't yet done so. Okay, so let us keep it moving, though.
I need some help like Vlahovic needs service. He ain't getting none.
Next game, we have a thriller here between Malmo and Union Gilloise. And what we got here? Cisse in the 6th minute for
used to play
Malmo.
For Zurich.
Okay. Burgess
in
the 17th minute.
Yeah.
Isaac Kiese-Tillin to give Malmo the lead. I remember him celebrating the hell out of that goal. But then Union Gilloise bouncing back. Tiuma, 69th, and Boniface. That was a really... when I tell you that was a good goal, that was one of the best goals I've seen in a very, very long time, bro. That goal.
I actually didn't. I'm watching the highlights right now.
I'm telling you, that goal was a hell of a goal. The strength he showed, the strength to keep off the defender and the shimmy, to send the other defender that way and let the ball keep rolling. Oh my God, that was a hell of a goal, man. And he used to play for Bodo Glimt, guys. So, it's just the scouting that Bodo Glimt does to pick up these really good play. Exactly. So, brilliant win by Union Gilloise and hitting the Europa League by storm. They could actually be one of the surprise teams this season.
Yeah.
So, look, we're not going to say super long, but I am disappointed in Malmo. I expected them to do a lot better. But it's
ever since sacking their coach, too.
Gilloise came out champions.
Gilloise.
Look, I did make some predictions for this, and I downloaded them. So let me just I have to I didn't do a cross reference, but I'll look it up. Let me see what I did in terms of this, man. Let me just see if I really quick, because I did it for the Conference League. Let me see what I did for the Europa League before we move on.
Good finish for that second Malmo goal. Inside the box. Good finish from Kiese-Tillin.
Kiese-Tillin.
Kiese-Tillin. Yeah. Good finish.
All right, so I actually did a lot better in the the Europa League in terms of my predictions, though. So let's just take a look at that really, really quick, guys. And for my predictions there, I got 31 points, Steve. 3 more than the Conference League. So just to, I got 1 point for the Monaco game. Frank Vauch actually beat Monaco. I said 1-1 Trabzonspor over Zvezda. It was 2-1 for Trabzonspor. Karabakh I did predict to beat Nantes, by the way, and they did so.
I went for a draw in that game.
I did so. I went for a draw for Freiburg.
Karabakh are the real deal.
Yeah. So look,
big up the Karabakh.
Wait, what you be doing? You be going up to your mic and don't stop yelling in the mic, boy. So, look, I went for let me see. Well, am I looking at the wrong thing here? Let me see. I'm looking at Matchday 3 there. So look, I did go for Karabakh to win. I know how good they've been at home, and come on. Look, Olympiacos, very disappointing. We'll get to them. I went for Sociedad to beat Almanoya. They did. Sheriff, Man United. Of course, I went for Man United to win the game against Sheriff, and they did. Quality prediction there. Feyenoord over Sturm Graz 6-0. I went for Sturm Graz upset, but they lost Hillman, and they haven't been the same team, it seems. Lazio over Midtjylland. Oh, they got obliterated. We'll get to that. I went for Union over Braga. Braga won the game. Union Gilloise,
I predicted 3-0 right.
I predicted them to beat Malmo. I went 2-0 and it was 3-2. So that was a quality prediction. 3-0, excellent. You see, I got 6 freaking points for that one. Man, nice. Betis over Ludogorets, 4 points. Rennes 3-1 over Fenerbahce. I didn't get any points for that. It ended in a draw. No points for the Dynamo Kiev over Larnaca because that one is a loss.
I went with the Dynamo win also.
4 points for the Bodo Glimt game because look at that. 2-0. I predicted, 2-0. It was 2-1. And Arsenal, of course, PSV postponed. But yeah. So, Steve, you have to sign up and fill it out.
I did mine. I already did it.
For Matchday 3. Yeah. And guys in the chat, please do it so we could know how many points, you accumulate, and maybe we could add some of you guys to the league as well. Let me see, go to leagues. Let me see, create a league. Maybe we'll do something like that. Create a league, name, create. Yeah, we could do something. We'll do something, guys. We'll do something. And maybe I share it on my Twitter or something to,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So look. Let's go back. Let's go back to where we were actually analyzing the games. It's getting late. It's already 11:30. I got work in the morning. I don't know. I was actually thinking about staying home tomorrow. Seriously. I was. You don't know because I went to work today, bro, and I did. Yeah. Work was so slow, bro. It was so slow. I'm thinking about just taking a rest day tomorrow and just chill out, bro. I might just do that. But if I do, I might not wake up in time for the Man City game in the morning, though.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's 7:30.
Yeah, so, look. Let us, I'm going way too far. I'm going way too far ahead. We still have to just finish up this group.
Dom, I thought I was the loser for waking up at 5 a.m. to watch football. Nah. You're going to wake up at 7:30 to what? What? You got nothing better to do?
Remember, I have to go to work, So tomorrow I go to work. I have to wake up at 4:30 to go to work. And while I'm up, I'll be at work. I'll watch the game on my phone. Nice. So next game, Malmo play Union Berlin while Braga take on Union Gilloise. All right. So we go on to Group E. We got, 3 groups left? Well, damn. We know we got 4 groups left. We only halfway through the Europa League. So we gotta keep it going though. But look, we're dedicating our time and we're giving the energy and the effort to the Europa Leagues. I think it will pay off in the end. I think it will pay off. You know why I think it will pay off? Because when we get into the playoff round or when we get into Matchday 5 where things are tense, you see?
Yeah.
It'll pay off, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. It is what it is.
I know. We know what we're talking about.
Exactly. So look, Real Sociedad on top with 6 points. Man United second with 3. Sheriff third with 3, and Amonoya without a point. So match day 1, Real Sociedad, of course, won on the road against United a goal to nil. Sheriff beat Amonoya 3 goals to nil. Sociedad 2, Amonoya 1 on the last match day. United 2, Sheriff 0. So let's just take a look at this right now. We're going to run through these groups. We're going to just run through the rest of the stats because it's late and I have to get some rest for work tomorrow. I'm not going to call out because next month I'm going to actually call out, bro. Because I'm going to England next month, bro. I don't know if I told you.
You did the Liverpool game.
Yeah. I'm running away for a couple of days. I'm going to call out the Saturday. Call out the Saturday and the Sunday. So I need to save those sick days so I could actually get paid.
Fair.
You know, I don't have a lot of sick. I don't have a lot of sick days left because I had to use them up for my COVID because my damn bum ass job won't pay COVID pay. You know, so yeah. So in this game, Guevara in the 30th minute, and then Bruno in the 30th.
It was a really good.
Yeah,
really
very
good
very good goals.
And the Bruno one was super sloppy.
The Bruno goal was a sloppy defending by Sociedad, and Bruno coming off the bench to
complete miscommunication because it was like Bruno took it off his chest and then the center back backed into the goalie and they credit to Bruno, he stuck with it. He was like, you know what, I smell blood in the water, and he got it. So credit to him.
Exactly.
That's a goal scorer. That's an instinct finish.
Yep, that's an Erling Haaland type goal.
Yeah, exactly. So, you fight your way through. Yeah.
Yep. But that goal by Surlock was really good. Just think Surlock came off the bench and looked really, really
what an
bright
assist too from Takafus.
Yeah, Kubo came off the bench and looked good.
Yeah.
I think Kubo. I think the substitutions really injected a lot of life into this game, and credit to the manager for that. You got to give credit to we talk players, but
I hope Kubo starts to explode and get some serious game time for Real Madrid, because I quite like him.
Real Sociedad, because he never really got an opportunity at Madrid though. They kept loaning him out.
Did he go on a free to Sociedad? Is it permanent?
He's permanently there now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought he was still on loan for some reason.
Nah. You know who else was a Real Madrid player?
Odegaard.
Iramendi. Asia Iramendi. Remember him
a
couple years ago? No, the midfielder there, man. He's a captain now.
Oh, you're right.
This kid right there, he used to be a Real Madrid player. They sent him out on loan, and then he became a real baller out on loan. And Sergio Rico, formerly of Bournemouth as well. You know what I mean?
Mohamed Ali Cho, formerly of Angers, who I'm very familiar with.
He's okay. He and all that.
Nah, he's a bot, bro.
He didn't take his opportunities in the first game, so
he didn't.
Well, let's see though. But look, Amonoya, I think they were pretty much outplayed. They got the goal. They got a little fortunate to get that goal in the end there. And Sociedad pretty assured go on to win that game, and well deserved. Yeah. So nothing other than what I expected though. David Silva didn't even play in this game. They said, man, David Silva, you're not even needed for this. It's okay. Yeah. Take a break. A player that we got to keep an eye on is Bryce Mendes. This guy.
He's starting to explode.
Yeah. Indeed. So look, not to stay super long on this one. We are gonna keep it moving. Let's move on to the next game. The only game that I actually was watching live here for the Europa League. It's Manchester United bouncing back over in Moldova against Sheriff, where Sheriff did not even play the game at their own stadium too.
They played at the FC Zimbru's home stadium.
So Jadon Sancho in the 17th minute and Ronaldo from the penalty spot in the 39th minute to give United a comfortable, rather routine win, where I think they were the better team. And when they got the 2 goals, they just relaxed and they said, hey, we got this. We could shut up shop and just cruise, bring on a few youngsters, give Harry Maguire some game time, give a few other players a little run out. Because if you check the lineup here, right? You had Anthony, Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Sancho.
I heard Anthony didn't get on the ball much.
He did okay. He did his thing, but nothing special. But still,
he's still finding his feet.
Yeah, he didn't really need to if you think about it. But if you check what Ten Hag did here, right? Match the 1 loss. Look at the defense: Martinez and Varane. Yeah. You see, he went back with the defense that is the best partnership right now for United. Strong back line
by far.
He basically went with a first team here, like first team, no rotation kind of team, because he wanted the result,
and they got it. Yeah. And look, another important and another reason why I think that was the correct decision. If you think about it, the last time that back four has played together was before this game. It was the game against
Arsenal. Yeah.
So if Ten Hag didn't play this back four against Sheriff, that would mean that back four hasn't played with each other for 4 weeks, because their next game is Man City, because the Leeds game got postponed and the other game that they had. So if it's 4 weeks without playing a game with that back line compared to only 2, that's a good choice. So because Varane is the Rolls Royce, and then Martinez is also extreme. He's a really good defender. He really is. So
yeah, he didn't have a good start, but he's really pulled things back though. But look, just to touch on Sheriff a bit, they did have a few moments in the game. You know, Iai Atiemwen had a few chances.
Had a really tame shot on goal.
They had a couple look-ins, but wasn't able to test De Gea enough.
I like Rashid. Okay. I like Rashid.
I've always been an admirer of Atiemwen Wendo since his days at I think Goritza, and then Dinamo Zagreb bought him, and then he didn't really get enough game time over there, and then he left. So look, expected win for Man United.
I actually predicted a draw. I predicted a draw, to be fair.
You're bugging out, bro, because
I know, but I didn't know that Man United were gonna go so strong.
Nah, they had to, bro. They had
to. Crazy things happen in Europa
I know,
League,
but after what they did in the last match, they had to go strong. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose back-to-back games with a squad like that. So next game, Amonoya versus United. Oh, it's so funny, man. These guys are where's Amonoya from? Is it Cyprus? Yeah, these guys are traveling to Cyprus.
Yeah.
Imagine that. And not for a Champions League game, but for Europa League game. They're traveling to Moldova. It's laughable. I know we're talking Europa League, but this is Man United, man. It's laughable.
Exactly.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I guess if Man City get into the Europa League, I'll have to be, deal with it. So
you'll have to swallow. You'll have to drink the Europa League Kool-Aid. Yeah.
It'll be a big, dry pill to follow, but I'll swallow what I have to swallow it. So look, Sheriff versus Sociedad next up. So look, we're gonna keep
you guys never get groups of death though in the UCL. Your groups are pretty much always straightforward as hell.
I don't know why, bro, but bring on the group of death and you see what we'll do. Bring it on. Look, we're talking about the group that you really don't want to talk about. But Feyenoord, big 3 points after losing on match. They won. Midtjylland, big 3 points as well. And Lazio and Sturm Graz, all 3 points. So the teams that won on match day 1 lost on match day 2. Let's do a quick recap of what happened. Sturm Graz 1, Midtjylland 0, Lazio 4, Feyenoord 2. This time around, Feyenoord 6, Sturm Graz 0. I watched the highlights and it was a beat down.
Deflection, one of them. 2 deflection goals.
Rinsed and put out to dry. Jahan Bash with a brace. Ali Reza Jahan Bash didn't really thrive at Brighton and Hove Albion, and he used to play for AZ Alkmaar before, I could remember, right?
He did. Yeah.
I think, he got a record. He scored the most goals as a midfielder as well in the league. So that's where he got his move to Brighton. But he didn't get enough games. He didn't get enough opportunities. I could remember he scored a screamer.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Bicycle kick, too.
Yeah, he scored a brilliant. He's a good player, bro. And,
he is. Iranian, I believe.
Yeah, he's from
Iranian
Netherlands.
International.
He's Dutch born. He's Dutch born.
Yeah. No, but he plays for the Iranian national.
Yeah, he plays for Iran, but he's Dutch born. But this was a beat down by Feyenoord, man. They're sending a message here. But look, it's a bounce back from their loss on Matchday 1. And we can't go too crazy right now, because who knows, Matchday 3 they might just go back to losing. So let's just keep an eye on what's going on in this group, because this group is, very, very well poised right now. So Arne Slot and his boys, they did well. A lot of quality in this team. Quinton Timber, that's Urian Timber's brother, I think. Yes. If I'm not mistaken. Yes. Dil Rosan, I think he used to play in the Bundesliga a few years ago.
Hertha Berlin.
Yeah, so he's fallen off. Coach Ku is a hell of a player, so
he's just got the problem I have with Coach Ku, though, is my friend in the Netherlands, Brandon, he says that he's got like an attitude problem that he needs to fix up, like in the locker room and stuff. Like if he doesn't
maybe like a Ihataren type of player. Yeah, with the attitude, So
or Kabay, when he was with Newcastle and wanted to leave, he refused to play. But look, if Kokchu can just mature a bit, he'll get a big boy move. Because he's got the talent. He's really, really good with both feet. Intelligent, can score, assist. He's wonderful, well-rounded player.
Do you remember Jan Stankovic at Huddersfield Town when they were in the Premier League? That's just a recognizable name there, man. So just going through the
Santiago Jimenez, also, and Mexican international.
Okay. Yeah,
Patrick Wallmark, highly rated Swedish youngster from I think they bought him from Djurgården. I might have gotten that wrong, but I've heard a lot of good things about Wallmark.
Kitiashvili. Ooh, what a name, man. What a name. Yeah, and, this is definitely Urian Timber's brother. They're twins, I think. They're twins. Identical twins.
Hey, that's one of the brothers we could do in our
same. We're definitely gonna do something like that. I want to do some fun stuff, bro. The thing about YouTube is like it get to a point where people they take it so serious. It's like it has to be so well produced, everything, But at the end of the day,
to an extent, yes.
No, but hear me out. Yeah, when you do that, Steve, I could tell you because I did that. It takes you away from everything else. Believe me. To put your all
fun out of it too.
No, yes, but to put your all into YouTube, bro, it takes you away from everything. It's like you have to be in. It's YouTube. It's like it just takes you away. You you don't care about your job. You don't care about your girl anymore. You don't care about nothing. Yeah. All you care about is how perfect your YouTube videos look. Believe me, bro. I'm telling you. Nowadays, I mostly just stream and chill, bro.
I believe
what I mean?
Yeah.
And
no, we've talked about that.
I discuss the games, because bro, and at the end of the day, it's not even as rewarding as it should be. You see what I'm saying?
It used to be more lucrative.
It used to be, but everything's down these days, bro. Everything. So, look, we talked Feyenoord Storm, guys, and, just to touch on the goals, Johan Bosch brace, 8 and 41st minute, Hancho in the 31st, Pereira, formerly of Ajax, in the 34th, Jimenez in the 66th, and Idrissi in the 74th to put a royal beat down on Sturmgrass.
WWE SmackDown, yeah.
Exactly. So, look, we're going to keep it moving, and let's talk the next game. It was just 2 beatdowns, 2 big boy beatdowns.
6 goals in both.
Listen, it's
a lot of goals.
Big boy beatdown. Midtjylland surprising everyone with a 5-1 lashing of Lazio. When I talk about lashing, I mean a lashing. Oh, man. Goddamn. Paulinho in the 26th, Kaba in the 30th, Evander from the penalty spot in the 52nd. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic came back to pull it back, try to make a game of it, but
good goal to be fair.
Came off the bench and scored. But Isaacson in the 67th and Sviatchenko in the 72nd. 5-1 win for Midtjylland. Midtjylland, oh my God. I cannot believe Lazio got smashed up like this. Seriously.
The biggest problem I have is that this Midtjylland this year have been extremely poor.
Exactly.
Domestically and in Europe. That's my biggest problem. And the fact that the goals we gave up, a lot of them were just laughable. I mean, the second goal, Mario Gila, who's actually done all right for us, relatively speaking. He just completely just blanked out, and the ball's coming from the right. And he should have just came and blocked it, but he stuttered, I don't know what happened, bro. But and it fell perfectly to Midtjylland, and then they just scored. So, look, Provedel, he did fine. He had a few good saves. None of the goals really his fault. I think the fifth goal they scored from Sviatchenko, completely unmarked. It was a good ball in, to be fair, but completely unmarked, and it was a good finish. But Jesus Christ, I mean, the thing is, right, when you have Maurizio Sarri, he loves attacking. He really, really does. He loves attacking. And for the first time with Sarri since his Napoli days, he's actually playing consistently very good football. I saw it a lot last year watching Lazio week in, week out. We had a lot of very good, entertaining Sarri ball, essentially, very good performances. But sometimes this does happen. It's like Bielsa. It is a lot like Bielsa, They'll hammer teams sometimes. He used to do that with Leeds or whoever. But sometimes if it's not working, the defense, it just collapses. And Mario Gila still has some work to do. But we didn't have our strongest back four out because Lazzari usually occupies the right, tracks back, defensively. He's a bit better than Hassai. Eldon Hassai is all right, but look, Patrick is our starting center back along with Romagnoli. But yeah, we just gotta and also we didn't start Milinkovic-Savic, who is obviously an exquisite football, one of my favorite ever players. So, if we're Lazio, Dom, what do we gotta do? We gotta keep it moving. We gotta keep it moving. So,
listen.
And actually, one other thing I want to add. A good gesture from Lazio. They reimbursed the 224 traveling Lazio fans of their money. So that's a nice...
Yeah, because that was actually a very sorry performance.
It was very, very sorry.
Yeah, to get beat up like that. But look, to be fair, it's on the road. A lot of teams go up in Scandinavia and get smashed up like that. Imagine... remember Roma last season.
Bodo Glimt.
Exactly.
That's why I don't want to hear Roma fans chatting to me about nothing, bro. They got fucking... It's
becoming... But look, it's becoming a trend. Let's just put it out there. It is becoming a trend. Italian teams getting smashed up in Scandinavia.
Yeah. We've been... Look, again, I hope this is just a blip in the road. I'm still pissed off about it, to be honest, but we'll keep it moving and hopefully we can beat up on Sturm Graz and also on Sunday when we play Cremonense. So
Sturm Graz will play Lazio next and Midtjylland take on Feyenoord. This group is well poised. All four teams on 3 points. All right. So let's keep an eye on Group F for sure. So we got two more groups to run through. And in Group G, we got Freiburg on top. Oh, man, Freiburg doing very, very well.
And in the Bundesliga, they're on fire.
Exactly.
So they got a good squad. They really do.
That's for keeping your manager for 11 years running. So, look,
that's the
Karabaj. Yeah. Big up to Karabaj. They have their manager in charge for the last 14 years. His name is
Gurbanov.
But he's been with Karabas for so long that he spells his name with a Q. Gurbanov. So, look, big up to Karabas, man.
Good players on Karabas. We've been talking about them for a while, bro.
Indeed. We're going to get into them. Nantes won on Matchday 1 loss against Karabas, and Olympiacos has been very, very disappointing.
I called them the most overrated team in Europe. The most overrated roster.
They've been disappointed. Let's see what they do when, obviously, James Rodriguez now and Marcelo starts playing more often. So, look, Freiburg 2, Karabas 1 on Matchday 1. Nantes 2, Olympiacos 1. But when you fly to Baku, it's going to be a whole different ball game. And Nantes learned the hard way. So 3-0 to Karabas. And this one really surprised me. The 3-0 win for Freiburg.
I went for a draw. I don't know about you.
Bro, I went for Olympiacos to win that game from what I could recall.
No. I'm talking the Karabas Nantes.
Oh, I went for Karabas to win that game.
I went for a draw, actually, because it was stupid of me to pick a draw because I watched Nantes play Lorient, who have been on fire in Ligue 1, by the way. Absolutely on fire.
You know what I just thought of?
What did you think about? Yeah.
I just thought of a great thing. That maybe next time when we do a little prediction, if we get around to it for the when we do the Champions League review, if you not sleeping and you actually show up, when we do the prediction, we could actually use the graphic because it's like really, really high res. We could use the graphic. And I could cut it up and we could put it out as a thumbnail and put out a little prediction video or something, a little clip, if time permits. But look, my prediction for that game, the Olympiacos game, was let me find that, was a 1-1 draw. So I did give Freiburg a lot of credit there, and they didn't let me down. So look, Karabas 3, Nantes 0. Owusu in the 60th. Zubair, we know how good he's been in the 65th, and Jankovic in the 72nd. So, look, 0-0 in the first half, but look, man, Karabas came out really good. We know Karabas is a type of team that could grow very slowly in games, and Nantes not taking early chances. They got punished.
Moses Simon. He
started out really good, man.
That was to me. Once Moses Simon had those 2 chances, but Karabas's goalie, very hard to pronounce. It's Mehmet Ishiliev or something like that. Let me look at it. It's fucking, what's his name?
Let me refresh on that.
Mehmet Iliev.
Yeah. Mago Mega. His name's
Mehmet Iliev.
His last name is Mago Medaliev.
Mago
Medaliev. No, Mago Medaliev. That's his name.
Anyways, he made 2 very good saves on Moses Simon. So that to me was the defining moment, and going in 0-0. Because if Simon gets both of those, then you're thinking, we could win the game. Once that happened, though, Karabas got their goal in the 60th. Good goal. And then the third goal for Karabas was really good, though. That was a nice goal. So, yeah.
Karabas came out there and they did their thing, bro. They really, really did their thing. And, I wasn't surprised because I know what they're capable of doing, but it was like a sucker punch for Nantes because Nantes started brightly. And I was like, what is going on here? Once they started scoring, they couldn't stop, man. So, big win for Karabas. At home, we know they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in their own stadium. When they travel, it's going to be a different situation. But at home, you're not going to run over this team at all. Not at all. So, look, we're going to keep it moving. And in the next game, we had Freiburg traveling to Greece and absolutely decimating Olympiacos. I saw someone said on Twitter that, Olympiacos should be ashamed after the fans created such a really good atmosphere.
Amazing.
And you go and lose 3. I'm telling you, Freiburg completely dominated this game. It was like Gregor Hoffler in the 5th minute, and then Gregorich popping up, with that striker's instinct, 25th and 52nd minute there. 3-0, very, very convincing win for Christian Streich, who I told you has been in charge since 2011. Gurbanov of Karabakh been around since 2008. So, credit to these managers and credit to the teams for holding them for that long. But the thing is, when you have a manager in charge for that long, he has to bring that exciting football and not just that lame what you expect every time, like a Atletico Madrid, like a Sean Dyche kind of setup. No, these guys are entertaining. You see what I mean? So a player that's been in very good form is Vincenzo Grifo, and Ritsu Doan as well has been playing well. So Freiburg, they've recruited well, and picking up guys like Gregorich, who's formerly of Augsburg.
Ginter from Borussia Mönchengladbach.
I think he used to play for Freiburg.
Yes.
So going back there, Eggestein,
They need to go and
they need to get the other Eggestein brother. I think those are twin brothers as well. So
where Dovbyk should go? Freiburg.
Well, not a bad place. Not a bad place.
Good shout. Yeah.
Definitely not a bad place, though.
Yeah.
So, look, big win for Freiburg, man. I didn't expect them to win the game. I predicted a draw.
I went for a Freiburg win, I think.
Listen, the Olympiacos team is stacked up. We know that, man. Kunde, who used to play in the Bundesliga, El Arabi, the highest goal scorer last season.
Huang,
Avila, Huang, Manolas, you know what I mean?
They've got
James Rodriguez even made his debut not James, but Gary Rodriguez, pardon me.
Yeah.
The Cape Verdean international.
Yeah, Cape Verde,
Yeah.
31.
James didn't actually play, so
Socrates Papastotopoulos also on the bench.
You're lying. Oh, man, I didn't even realize Socrates is at was he there last season? I think he was last season.
I think so.
But I pass his name, but he's past his prime though. When he was at Dortmund, he was pretty
Konstantinos Zolakis, also on loan from Norwich.
That's why he actually got to move to Arsenal, because he was that good at Dortmund. But look, Olympiacos, Shimi Vasaliko, Restos, formerly of Bayer Leverkusen, Buchalakis, Musaras. These guys, Greek internationals.
Pep Biel from Copenhagen.
Exactly. Bowler, Josh Bowler from the Championship. But what club was he playing for? That Nottingham Forest bought him. Forest actually bought 2 of these guys and sent them on loan to Olympiacos. And that reason is the Olympiacos owner probably owns the Forest owner is Greek. And
he owns both clubs.
He probably he owns both of the clubs.
Yes.
Okay. Now I understand what's going on here. No, I understand.
Yeah. So Nottingham Forest also bought Huang Wei-zhou from Bordeaux.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So look, that's it for Group G. We got one more group. We're gonna finish it off. I think we went a little too long on the Europa League this week, but I guess we went hard. We went in. So appreciate those of you guys in the chat. And I know that whoever stuck around for this really, really enjoyed it, man. You know what I mean? So
they are the real deal.
Big up to Lego Dude. Big up to everybody who stuck around for the whole thing. And if you're watching a replay and you enjoy the discussion, really, really appreciate you. Yeah. So, look, Freiburg take on Nantes on Matchday 3, while Olympiacos will take on Karabakh. Let's talk about Group H. Ferencváros on 6 points, winning 2-2. Trabzonspor defeating Zvezda there, and Monaco losing to Ferencváros. So let's take a look at the match day 1 results and so on. Ferencváros 3, Trabzonspor 2. Monaco 1, Zvezda 0. Then Ferencváros 1, Monaco 0. And then Trabzonspor 2, Zvezda 1. Zvezda's not doing too good.
Dom, we got to we got to practice saying Trabzonspor, not Trabzonspor. Trab. Say it. All right.
Trabzonspor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I know how to say it, bro. But
Trabzonspor.
Trabzonspor. All right, so look. Vessier in the 88th minute.
I'm just giving you a hard time, bro. My bad.
Vessier in the 88th minute for Ferencváros. I gotta go and check out. I don't think I watched the highlights for this one. I think this one slipped through the cracks.
I watched them, yeah.
This one slipped through the cracks. Everything else I watch except this one. But look, if we check the Ferencváros team, they have the Mai brothers. You see, we're talking brothers. We're going to talk brothers, the Moroccans there. And they have some quality in their team. And
bro, imagine how many Traore brothers there might be.
No, there's not a lot. No. They just all those
they're
guys
scattered all around Africa.
They just cousins.
No, I'm saying
the Malians.
Saying, imagine in world football of how many possible Traore brothers we've never heard
So
of.
what we'll do, right? We'll put together the brothers thing, and then people comment and say, so what happened to such and such brothers? And then we'll do a part 2.
Yeah? Yeah, we'll take fan suggestions, yeah.
Yep. So, look, Monaco, we know they're a quality unit. Philippe Clement, a lot of good players in their team, but they got upended by Ferencváros on the day. I didn't watch the game, didn't watch the highlights. To me, it's a shocking result.
I watched highlights, so my big takeaway from it was Monaco couldn't finish their dinner, and Ferencváros actually had a few chances to win too. So, bit concerning for Monaco. Look, this is it was honestly a performance reminiscent of they've gotten pumped by Lens this season at home, by Troyes, your sister club of Man City. Obviously, they won 4-2 at the Stade Louis II. So Monaco at home they're a bit sketchy, man. They really are. It's not a hostile atmosphere because it's a very small ground, but it's just they got to establish something at home because those are the games you should be able to count on. Obviously, it's more difficult going on the road or whatnot. So they've got to start establishing themselves attacking wise a little bit better too. Diatta had a chance that he should have done a little better with. And Ben Yedder also was a bit lackluster. I thought Chao Enrique had a good game. Mehdi Kamara, good player. Golovin all right. Disasi Sarambadi Shield, that's a decent back three, but I just feel like sometimes they get dragged out of position a bit too easily. And Nubel, I like Nubel. He has some decent upside, but he's a bit error prone for my liking to become a top class guy. But
the thing is, talk about Nubel, right? What I don't understand with Nubel, which was a very stupid move that he made when he went to Bayern, was
when Neuer is still there.
Yeah, like how dumb could you be though? Like seriously, I know you want to go to Bayern. I know
everyone.
You're still young. I know you want to go to Bayern, right? But
stay at Schalke and develop.
Exactly. Stay where you at. And remember, when Nubel actually left Schalke, it actually caused them to get relegated.
That was part of
it. It caused them to get relegated because the guy that was in goal for Schalke was like a nobody.
It was a German guy.
He was.
What's his damn name?
I can't remember his name, but that's why.
No, I'm looking, bro. I gotta look that up.
They got relegated that same season.
It wasn't Hoffman. It was.
They got relegated. Let's just put it. Let's just Wait. What you call it?
Ralph Farman.
Nah, it wasn't Farman, bro. It wasn't Farman. I'm telling you, it wasn't him. It wasn't Farman.
No.
I think it might have been. I think Schubert. I think it might have been Schubert that season. If I'm not, it was a far man, bro. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Let me tell you. 2021 season. Let me see. Oh, I think I am on
that team.
Same
That team was disgusting to
Let me
watch.
see.
They were so bad.
I think it was the 1920 season they got relegated.
Yes, because they just got.
No, let me tell you. Yeah, it was Schubert, bro. It was Marcus Schubert.
Yeah.
It was Schubert. I'm telling you, it was Schubert. So yeah, they got they. It was Nubel's fault, bro.
Dom, I have to show you something. So, I actually just got a Schalke kit from eBay for cheap.
What is cheap for you? What's cheap for you?
$45.
Exactly. That ain't cheap, bro. That ain't cheap. How is that cheap?
What do you mean, how's that cheap?
How is that cheap, bro?
Because jerseys nowadays go for like 70 or 80, or for a brand new one, you have like 95 and 100. I'm paying 120 for yours.
I don't
120! Even. It's not even an authentic one. It's the fan. It's not a player issue.
I never buy player issue shirts, but
look,
hear me out.
Yeah.
When I used to go hunting for jerseys, I used to get jerseys for cheap
at Marshalls.
Yeah, under $30, bro. Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Burlingtons. But I don't do that anymore, bro, because I have a lot of jerseys, and these days I'm not in the business of wasting money. So look, big up to everybody still watching the stream. We are gonna keep it moving. We got one more game.
And stupid. That's my excuse.
Yeah, maybe it's the age thing, you know. We got one more game to talk about, and that's Trabzonspor. Trabzonspor coming beating Crvena Zvezda 2-1, and very good goals, man. That Marek Hamšík flying header. And Trezeguet, very good goal with Trezeguet. A toe poke in the V. Yeah. And Nikolic coming off the bench to score a good one too. Kanga got sent off. Kings Kanga, he got sent off. One of my favorite players these days from the Zvezda team. Yeah. He got sent off, and Zvezda's poor form continue. Remember, they lost to Maccabi Haifa in the playoff final, and then they've lost their first two games in the Europa League, which is not very, very characteristic of a Zvezda team. You know, Zvezda is a team that will give a lot of problems, and they would always compete. But this time around, they're not even. It looked like they're not even part of the competition, man. So
weird.
Give it up to Trabzonspor. You know. They have a lot of quality in their team, though. You know, I like Striker Larsen, who plays for the Danish national team. Yeah. Marek Hamšík has been, let me say, an iconic figure from first time I saw him, maybe in the 2000s. Yeah. He's been around a very, very long time with his signature mohawk. Yeah. You know, you realize what we don't have in football these days is that flair. Is that uniqueness of players with that hairstyle. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where certain players would just stand out because of a hairstyle. You think Raja Niangolan with his unique look when he was at his heights. You think of, of course, Marek Hamšík. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think of those players, those African players that always used to dye their hair. Sadio Mane. Yeah. You know what I mean? Always had that nice flair with the streak, the gold streak in his hair. Oh man, football needs more of that. Definitely, needs more players. It's the age that we're living in, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
definitely the age that we're living in. Yeah. Because in the days when there was no social media, nobody can really clown you and say, "Hey, ha 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 ha! Look at Jibril Cisse." Haha, look at that. He looks so stupid. But these days, the moment somebody put in a thing, you're gonna be a meme.
Yeah.
So, pretty much. So look, Steve, Trabzonspor, coming up with a win, representing for Turkey there. Very good performance, I think, and Let's see if Abdullah Achi and his boys could get deep into this competition. We know do you know Crvena Zvezda sacked their manager, and it's now Milojevic in charge. So Dejan Stankovic actually is no longer in charge. Do you also know that Osijek did sack Nenad Bjelica?
I did not know that. Actually.
Yeah, someone actually told me that when we were checking out the Croatian league, you know, and oh boy, we have footage playing there. I hope I don't get flagged for that. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get flagged for all these damn things though. But it's all good though. It's not gonna be copyright strike or anything, and not like this Europa League stream is gonna make money or anything like that, you know. So yeah, but look, Steve, that's it, man. We're not gonna go any further. I think we've done well enough and to talk, you know, Conference League and the
2.5
League.
hours. Hey,
oh man,
hell yeah!
Next time we only go in an hour and a half, bro. Next time we go in an hour and a half. Seriously, you know, or maybe we wait until the Saturday or something. Who knows?
Whatever works, bro.
Who knows, bro? Yeah, but I guess as the tournament progresses, the hype would start to, you know, develop a bit more, and we're gonna get into the, you know, when we get into the knockout stages, then, you know, we could have more context. All right.
Yeah.
So that's it. I gotta go get some rest. I'll have to get up in 4.5 hours. I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to not go to work tomorrow. You don't even know it. So tempted to just stay home. You know, because I'm gonna go to work tomorrow and I'm gonna be so tired, bro. I'm gonna be so tired. You don't even understand how tired. I think I'm gonna call out. Because I have
you don't have much sick time left.
It doesn't matter. I have sick time. It's just my old boss used to say, hey, you know, you used up all your sick days. I'd be like, but I have the sick days, so I'm gonna use them, okay, sir? I have 8 sick days, so I think I've used up about 5 already. And if I use up one for today, and then I use 2 next month, I won't have any left. Yeah, I'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll just call out when I'm done. Yeah, but big up to the Lego dude. Big up to everybody who tuned in. Steve, big up to yourself, man. You know, we did good. Talk about the Europa League. You know, most Europa League and Conference League fans would have this video to watch from the 17th all the way to next month. So it has a good 2-week shelf life to just, you know, marinate and, you know, bring everything into context. So that's the beauty about it too, man. You know, so thanks again for tuning in. You know, Steve, thanks for joining me. Appreciate you doing this, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it's not easy. So to get help, it's actually very, very good. Good discussion, you know, talking about all kinds of stuff. So, absolutely. You know, thanks to everybody who joined the stream. Like the video if you haven't yet done so. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And from Steve and I, you know, remember, you could go and you could catch him on his Twitter at Stove Mahala.
And Newcastle Fans TV tomorrow for the Bournemouth game.
Yeah, so he'd be on the Newcastle Fans TV channel as well. You could always catch me on Twitter as well.
I'm expecting, actually, to be fair, there's only one 10 o'clock kickoff tomorrow or today. So we could actually like get a lot of views. So there's only one. So good shit.
All right. So yeah, man. So from Steve and I, thanks for tuning into another one. Until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.